Live here, we're going to get a Central first look, and just like that, just a slant route, and Central has the lead, looking to take their district championship one step closer, already leading Mojo here. We can watch it back right here, so we're going to go ahead and get just Malachi Brown right here, Jaden Lifesty, screenplay beating the man, like I said, 7-0. The Central Bobcats already have a lead here early in the game.
All right, Matt Trammell getting us started. This is week 13 of the Texas high school football season. I'm Manny Diaz.
Christian Gabaldon.
Yes, sir. Hey, big game tonight that we got right here in San Angelo. It's the biggest of games in all of West Texas.
Huge.
The Angry Orange Bobcats hosting the evil, the
bad guys.
The other guys, the bad guys,
guys.
the Odessa Permian Panthers. Yeah. Big game tonight going on right now. Central leading 7-0?
10-0. So they just hit about a 35-yard field goal.
Okay.
Nice kick from Eric Rodriguez. So.
35-yard field goal to make this 10-0 Central, leading Mojo. Are we in the first? We're still in the second quarter. Okay, yes. So we are in the early goings of the second quarter. Man, do we have just a fantastic show for you tonight. We have this game we're going to bring you highlights of. Plus, the Wall Hawks out in Snyder tonight taking on the Bushland Falcons. These guys, pretty much the underdogs heading into this one.
Which you don't hear a lot.
Yeah, exactly. So, Wall literally fighting for their playoff life tonight as they look to progress themselves into the Class 3A Division I state playoffs. Another big game that was last night, we'll show you some highlights of, which could be a potential opponent if Wall does get to that point. They still got to win this week and next week, but man, those Brock Eagles just looming. They're set to be in that fourth round of the playoffs, so big game in there. Plus, also my hometown Cristobal Cougars taking on Bruni tonight. Looking to get to the second round. The third round for the first time ever in the 11-man era.
History on COVER1 tonight?
History made. I'm hoping we get to that point. So, yes, this is certainly what's on the line. I mean, heck, we can go down the Little Southwest Conference also. Midland Lee versus Midland. Big Little Southwest Conference game. Abilene High v. Odessa. Friendship is off tonight. Also another big one that we're going to watch, Shallow Water and Pilot Point. Now, the winner of Wall v. Bushland will get one of those teams next week. We're thinking perhaps, I don't know, if I was a betting man, we'll see what Trammell says in his Trammell line. If I was a betting man, I'll give you that point there. I'll let you linger on that one just a little bit. So yeah, we'll bring down and we'll get you caught up on everything Texas high school football tonight. Anything and everything. You can also check out SanAngeloLive.com. So wow, man, big game right now. Permian. Huge. Give us an update, Christian.
Permian's right now on their 45 driving. They haven't really got much going so far, but also Malachi has 2 turnovers, so defensive game so far.
Now, what did you see with those turnovers? Was it him being a little careless, or was it maybe just a misread on that?
Well, yeah, the first drive they drove it down all the way to the 5, and I'd say he was careless with it and kind of made a bad throw, poor throw right into the defender's hands. Needless to say, the Central defense stopped them right there, and Central defense has been holding up well. I mean, they are stopping anything Permian throws at them, so it's looking good for their defense. Okay, well, it was just kind of just a misread by Malachi. We asked him last week if he has that gunslinger mentality. He said he can put it in most any place you can imagine, and well, sometimes that gunslinger mentality can catch up to you, but it was just a missed opportunity on that. We could very well be looking at 14-0 had he and a fumble. He had a fumble.
And there was a
fumble.
Hate to
put him down, but
I mean, So Permian right now is driving. We'll see what happens with them. If Central can manage to hold on and keep them out of the end zone in this drive. Man, that really puts Permian behind the 8 ball in that.
That's huge. One thing, though, is that Central's used to kicking it off first and getting it at halftime. They received the ball first, so, something they're not used to is kicking off in the second half and giving them the ball first.
Well, Mojo's rocking and rolling with that triple option right now as we speak. They are, what about the 20-yard line there?
Yeah, about red zone, yep.
Yeah, so they are cruising along. We will kind of keep you updated on that. We do have boots on the ground there at San Angelo Stadium with Brent Blinka. Blinkers is getting us caught up on that one. He showed you that last highlight with Jalen Lifesty. the touchdown pass to him. And then we also have boots on the ground in Snyder tonight with the Bushland Falcons and your Wall Hawks. So we'll see what happens in that. Trammell is awfully quiet over there. Oh,
yeah, dude, I'm going hard. I'm finding a bunch of stuff, but you know what I did find?
What'd you find, Trammell?
I found a Bushland touchdown against those Wall Hawks.
Okay, well, hey, let's go to the Trammell live desk, and first of all, Trammell, let's bring the folks. Let them see your shining face tonight.
That's what I'm saying. I've been here. I've already been working. I gave them the opening bid, and we're just gonna keep them going. Joe's Ice House, very special things getting us going here tonight. Got us going fast early, so we're doing it. Remember, Joe's Ice House, the best place for snacks, drinks, eats, whatever you're thinking. And guess what? Forget COVID, it's drive-through. Another thing, we got Eggemeyer's General Store there presenting
I like how you think, Trammell.
Yeah,
let's get into the highlight.
Yeah. So let's get into the highlight right here. So we have a Bushland touchdown. Sorry to boil it down to you, but there you go, right up the middle and just reach out, and that's going to be a touchdown. So we got a kickoff right here, and wasn't onside, but Wall's going to catch it, and they have good field position next following drive. Is that Drew Morris? That may not be Drew in there. That's actually the new starting quarterback for the Wall Hawks.
Haskins?
They had a good drive.
Yeah,
they ended up going and scoring on this drive. We're going to have more highlights from it in just a second from James Bellini, but they ended up scoring. Wall is tied up 7-7 right now. This is a close game. This is a good game, and we're going to have all of it right here on SanAngeloLive.com.
All right. Thank you, Matt Trammell. Keeping us updated at the Trammell Live Desk presented tonight by Joe's Ice House.
And
like Trammell said, if you need those eats, the nice Coca-Cola drink.
Hey, didn't they help us out earlier, guys?
Yeah.
I mean, those guys, they really hooked us up before we started.
There was a pick-me-up involved.
Something like that.
So we'll leave it at that.
We saw a Permian touchdown as well to the corner of the end zone. They missed the extra point, however, so it is 10-6. San Angelo's up.
All right, so we have a very tight ball game there at San Angelo Stadium with the Angry Orange leading Mojo. Christian, what are your kind of expectations of this game? We'll kind of get into more of Trammell's lines as we kind of progress tonight. But kind of first of all, I don't want you to pick who. I already know who you're winning.
Yeah,
you're rocking the Letterman.
I had to.
But did you expect something close like this?
Yeah, I can't say I didn't expect anything close. I mean, Permian's a well-coached team. You know, they have a great foundation over there in Odessa, and I mean, it's just a heated rivalry for, we saw that, or you see that that video on Twitter since, 1959, something like that.
Yeah.
And, I mean, of course you're going to expect a close game. It should be a little, Central should have some more points, but, stuff happens. So I'm expecting big things from them. They have the ball right now on their 30, driving, so we'll see what happens.
All right. Hopefully it's no Mojo tonight at San Angelo Stadium. Hey, Trammell, before we get started more into the night, how about we get your Trammell picks, your Trammell line? You think we got to?
Yeah. Let's keep going before we get too far into games where y'all can't pick them out. Let's see. So the very first of them, let's go ahead and get it going. San Angelo Central, they're playing Mojo tonight, boys. It's going to be a good one. It might go down to the final, district championship right here. So I got Central winning. I have them by 3.5.
3.5.
Close.
So you set the line at 3.5, and what's the over/under on that, Trammell?
What is that?
Mine.
You have the paper. I left my paper up there.
Okay.
Man.
Well,
let's see. It's
actually,
78. I think it's 78.
78. Okay.
Yeah.
That's that could.
That's
be
a six-man type of.
All right. So we'll come back to the desk here. So so Trammell set the line at 2.5. I know who you're taking already.
Of course.
Yes. So you're taking Central. Are you going to take points, or what are you taking on the over/under? We'll that.
Based on the score right now, I have to say under. Of course, I got Central under 78. It's a defensive game right now.
So, all right, so you're going to take the spread and you got the under?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to mark that down.
Obviously, I got to take the over on that.
I'm sorry.
You're leaving me with. Putting me in a spot here, Christian. But so 2.5. So 2.5 is Central as the favorite tonight. Yeah. You got to go with the hometown kids. I think I'd be excommunicated.
Can't be the bad guy.
Are you taking the spread, Manny?
2.5.
You're taking it?
Plus 2.5 for Central tonight.
All right, but you got the over.
I got a feeling we're going to cover.
All right. So the next game on the old agenda here, we have
it is what
Midland Lee versus Midland. So going to be a good one. Maybe not really a good one. Midland Lee's supposed to handle this one pretty good. I have Midland Lee winning by 20 with an over/under at 64.
Wow. So what's the cover?
So yeah, it's plus 20. I got Midland Lee winning by 20.
Midland Lee winning by 20.
And I have the over/under at 64. So they both got to score 64. What do y'all think?
Okay. Well, I'll get your thoughts on that. So.
I'll go over on that one.
Over?
Okay. We got the over on that one.
He's going to take the over. Are you taking points tonight?
Yeah.
Trammell, what'd you set that at again?
It's at 20. The spread's at 20, so Midland has to win by 20 points.
Yeah, I definitely see them winning by 20.
All right, so the Midland Lee, we have them going in, winning by 20, and that's one game before Central has to play them.
Oh, okay.
That's a lot of momentum.
All right, so obviously I got to take the under on that. I tell you, Christian not leaving me much choice on this. Christian, we do have a game update from San Angelo Stadium.
Yeah, we saw a little screen pass to Jalen Lifesty for about a 40-yard touchdown. That makes it 17-6 with about 7 minutes left in the second until halftime. So
that 2.5, it looks like it may hit early. Yeah. All right, so the next game on the agenda here, we got Abilene at Odessa. So the Broncos, they haven't won many games, and Abilene, they've showed they've had some strengths here and there. So I gave Abilene high plus 27. That may be a stretch, but that's where we're setting it at. And the over/under is only at 34. Manny, what do you have first? We've given Christian the honors. What you got first on this
So
one?
I believe in the Warbirds tonight. I think they got a shot to kind of, right the ship, if you will. So I'm going to take the over. I'm going to take the over on the lean town tonight. I do got some respect for the Warbirds. And what's the line on that trip?
It's at 27.
27.
Think they got the spread?
Dude, I am not taking those points, Trammell.
Christian, you want to take them?
I'll take them.
All right.
Okay, so he's going to take plus 27 tonight. All right, so Trammell, what's our next game?
All right, the next game we're going out to old Snyder, Texas, the home of the Tigers, and it's going to be the Bushland Eagles. Are they the Eagles? They're some kind of bird versus the Wallhawks. I got the Wallhawks actually losing this game, guys. Wallhawks -6 at a over/under at 55.
Okay.
Christian, you want to take this one?
Ooh, give me the over on that one. I want Wall winning though. I can do that.
What was the line on that, Trammell?
I have it at 6.
Plus 6 on Wall?
Yep.
Yeah.
Plus 6. So what are you taking? You taking the over?
He's taking the over, and he's taking the spread.
And, yeah.
All right, so you taking plus 6. I got to go with -6 and under here.
All right.
All right, what's our next game, Trammell?
Our next one we have Ballinger, the Bearcats, the boys down there from Rose County.
Before we get to that one, why not Pilot Point in Shallow Water?
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, sorry, I missed that one. Sorry. Pilot Point, Shallow Water, another good game that we could see. It's going to be against, whoever wins is probably going to face this Brock team or going to have to face this Wall Bushland team, whoever wins. So this is a very important one for us in the Concho Valley. I have Shallow Water winning this one plus 8 points. Either way, it's going to be probably a neck-and-neck game. And I have the over/under at 40 points. 40? Manny, this one's you.
Okay, I'm gonna take points tonight. I'm actually gonna take Pilot Point as the underdog tonight.
All right, so you're gonna take the -8 for Pilot Point,
and I will take the under tonight.
PB for Manny and the over.
The over, yep.
So I do like Pilot Point to kind of pull something out tonight. I think they're a very good football team.
Christian, what do you know about the Mustangs?
Not much, man. Not much.
Enlighten me. Are you just gonna go against Manny, or you agree, or what?
No, I'm against Manny. I can't go with.
All right, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So we got the opposite way there. So the next game is going to be a very, very potential playoff run for the Concho Valley. The Ballinger Bearcats have been awesome. Completely awesome through this thing. So I have them winning, but I only have them winning by 3.5. This Spearman team has been playing good throughout the season here. They've been running these West Texas teams. I have them losing by 3.5, but I have Ballinger winning by 3.5, and the over-under here is at 43.5. So both these teams, they score 42 points a game. So we'll see what happens. Maybe something crazy, but 43 is what I got at 43.5.
43.5.
Christian, what do you got?
I got the over on that one. I got Cristobal taking the points.
Well, hold on. We're talking
Ballinger.
Ballinger.
Yeah, we're talking Ballinger and Spearman.
Yeah, Ballinger. Yeah, I'll take the over on that one.
Okay.
And you're taking Ballinger spread?
Yes, Ballinger spread.
All right, what about you, Manny? What are you living with?
I'm going to take I got to go anything opposite that guy.
All right, we'll keep that going. All right, Manny, I left this one just for you to go first. I went ahead and said, Manny probably really wants this one to hit. So I'll give you a second to get it going. But, Manny, your alma mater, they're going down to play some of these San Antonio teams, and these San Antonio teams have maybe not even played many games. This team has not even played with 8 games, so it was very hard to find this line. But nonetheless, I made the line. I have Cristobal Cougars winning by 7 points tonight. The over-under's at 42.5. Manny, do you have the Cougars by 7, and do you think they'll score more than 42.5?
I have them by 7, and I do think that they're going to cover that over. They'll be over tonight.
All right, what do you think? What do you think, Christian? You going to go against the Cougs?
I think I have to, man. I mean, I hate to because, it's West Texas, but give me Bruni covering, I guess, their spread over 7.
Yeah.
7.
That's a pretty good, as long as they don't win by 7, they could definitely have 42.5. You got the under?
Yeah, the under.
All right, boys, this has been another segment of Trammell Bets. But you know what? All this is presented actually by Joe's Ice House, the best place to get the snacks. You know the lines. You know how everything's going to go, how we think. We know what we're going to think. So actually, let's get to the games. And speaking of games, I have a touchdown from the Central Bobcats.
What do we got here, Drew?
Here we go. Let's go ahead and check it out.
Hold on. Let's see. Let me get them pulled up here. All right.
Give me a second.
Yeah,
I actually clicked on the wrong one.
Whenever you're ready to rock and roll with that.
Here we go.
All right. So.
All right. Actually, this is a. Let's see what happens. So Permian takes a snap, and right in the back of the end zone. That's going to be the first touchdown by Mojo, and everyone's waving no, but they ended up saying yes. It's going to be good. That's a touchdown for Mojo. As we saw, the game's a little out of hand, but hey, you know what? We got to love every chance we can get to see it that angry orange.
All right, yeah. Trammell Live Desk doing some work tonight. So we now have, it is 17-6.
Yes, but Permian is in the red zone on their 11, on Central's 11 right now.
So they're driving.
Yeah, they're knocking on the door right now.
Oh my goodness. All right, so we're about 3:05 left in the opening half. Here in the first half of at San Angelo Stadium, with the Bobcats just clinging to a lead, I guess you can say, on top of Mojo. This is, if Mojo does win this game, they are in line to claim a share of the Little Southwest Conference title, so that's huge for them. If Central wins, well,
it's all theirs.
They're on pace to claim the outright district title, so. We gotta think good things for them that are going to be moving in that direction. Trammell, I see you're working on something else. What you got here?
I also got look. I promised a Central touchdown. I did not give them the promise. I gave them a Mojo touchdown, but don't worry. Right here, let's check it out. Malachi Brown takes a snap, fakes the handoff. Right there, does the dump off, and just see you later. That's going to be a touchdown, and that's going to bring this one to 17-7 as Central is taking this ball game, boys.
Live Festy's second right there.
Yeah, so that was actually 17-6, Trammell, because
17-6.
Permian missed the extra point. So, but man, I tell you, Life Festy's that touchdown number 2.
That's number 2 for him. Yep.
I tell you, he's not a very big cat.
No, he's not. But you can tell they ran some plays through him today. I think he has like 9 catches already, 2 touchdowns. Yep. So yeah, they definitely practice with him a lot through the bye weekend this week.
You can probably make the case he's this year's version of the Tanner Dabbert.
Of the Dabbert,
yeah. He is the Dab. He is the go-to guy.
The year of the slots this year, though.
So yeah, man, big time ball game right now. Christian, we're seeing Mojo just creep a little bit closer to the goal line.
Yeah, that triple option's really just pounding right there. They're on the 5 right now. A little 4th down, actually. They called a timeout. Injury on the field, actually.
Okay.
So hope he is well.
All right, so we'll see what happens with this Central game. There's about $1:21 left in this first half. Central leads Odessa Permian 17-6 in that ball game there. Some score updates. I think we're kind of getting a few others as they kind of come in. We're seeing some others. Wall is now tied in that one against Bushland, 7-7 in Snyder. So man, what did we say the line was on Wall and Bushland tonight? That was +6.
Well, yeah. Well, I have Bushland at +6. I have them at 55.
Oh man, they need to score a lot of points in that case.
Yeah. So I'm actually I took what? So I had you because you took Wall.
I took Wall.
So I'm having to take Bushland.
The bad guys, bad guy Bushland.
I'm taking the bad guys tonight. Yeah. So yeah. Nonetheless, big ball game going out there in Snyder tonight. We'll have some more highlights as they progress on the evening there.
I just noticed you're wearing black and white, man, on this day. Trammell, why are we not giving him something, man?
Hey, look at my shirt,
man.
dog.
Of course. So, I mean, if you look
the
at
red,
the shirt
hey, look
here,
at the black and white over here, too. I mean, don't leave them to dry. Hey.
Whatever, man.
West Texas boy.
I'm the lone survivor over here.
Look, man, I was born and bred in West Texas, and it wasn't even in Odessa, so you ain't got to worry about me.
I'm if we'll come back here to the desk here. So if so Christian, let me tell you, my era, I grew up in the early '90s, born in the '80s, so I watched the Attitude Era of WWE. I love me some wrestling.
Okay.
Not repping no Mojo.
Okay.
It's the New World Order, a la the original ones, the OGs there. So yeah.
I mean, as long as it's not Mojo, it's kind of hard to sit next to you if that's the case.
I'd have a hard time sitting next to myself if I was saying Mojo. Yeah, so
I've heard it before.
Oh man, Trammell, what are you trying to say?
Hey,
All right, so big game going out there tonight at San Angelo Stadium. Right now, Permian is trailing 17-6 to your San Angelo Central Bobcats with about $1:11 left to go in this first half. Christian, it's what? 4th and 4?
Fourth and goal, basically. Or 4th and, yeah.
They still can get a first down.
Yeah, they'll be about on the 1, though.
Yeah. So, I mean, right now, Permian is needing to get, if not, they need points. That's one thing for sure.
It's looking like that's what they're going to do. They're just going to take their 3, see if they can come big on the 3 points and make it an 8-point ball game.
All right. So
1 possession, potentially.
They're lining up for the field goal. They're trying to make it interesting as we speak, so we'll see kind of how this pans out here. So kick is up.
Looks good.
Yeah, it's now 17-9. San Angelo Central leading Odessa Permian with a little bit more than a minute to go in this ball game. So big things happening for the I guess between both teams. I mean, it's not crazy fireworks kind of game, but something is happening. Trammell, what you got?
We got a little action over here at the Wall Hawks, not the Wall Hawks Stadium, Snyder Tiger Stadium, but the Wall Hawks, they're on the 10-yard line, and it looks like they're about to score. So let's go ahead and check it out. So penalties have actually brought them into the red zone. Not in the red zone, but in the 10-yard line. Looks like some refs are talking about some of the action that went on.
So is it still 7-7?
No, right now it is 14-7. Bushland is actually leading this thing. So right now the spread's hitting. So just so anyone was wondering, but nonetheless, it is the Wall Hawk football, and they're actually it is Bushland's football. I'm sorry, they actually just. I'm sorry, I had them mixed up. So it's actually Bushland's football, but they're backed up in their own 10-yard line with this Wall Hawk defense. You never know. They could be a safety. There could be anything crazy. So we'll watch what's going on here. Looks like a little read option up straight down the middle. And going to be 3rd down and long. So it looks like Wall's actually going to get the football back if they can get a stop right here. And with the Wall defense, that's one thing you never have to question is if the defense is going to show up. With Wall, it's right now this season, it's is the offense going to be able to compete with this defense, with this offense? But with Wall's defense, they're definitely going to show up. So we're going to see what happens here.
Well, Trammell, we do have to kind of break in and intercede here. So looks like there is a turnover with the Angelo Central ball game. Christian, give us an update on what's going on.
So on Central's on the ensuing kickoff, Central muffed kick return, and Permian actually recovered it on that one. So they're at Central's 32 with the ball with about 59 seconds, a minute left.
They're working with a little bit of momentum here.
Yeah, they are, and I mean that's plenty of time.
Okay, so let's quarterback this thing. If Permian does get in the end zone, that then makes it 17-15 at that point. If Permian, and now let's just kind of let's see what happens here. If Permian does get the touchdown, do they go for 2?
I think you have to. I mean, I think you go into if you obviously convert the 2-point conversion, I think that's huge going into the half.
Because they would get the football to start.
And you get the football at the half, and I think just the momentum you'd have.
Okay, so Central has to make a stop here.
Oh, they need one. They need one. I mean, and I think Permian's going to try and bring out their pass game for sure with only a minute left.
Does that even exist?
I mean, we'll see. We'll see. And I don't know if they used their final timeout. I think they might have used their final timeout. So
Okay, yeah. So they may have used their last final time. There's about a minute to go in this first half. Yep. Man, the momentum could drastically change here as we wrap up the first half.
I mean, even a field goal is huge at this point because a touchdown takes the lead if you score at the beginning of the second half. So
certainly,
we need Central to step up here.
Okay,
Central D.
All right, Trammell, as we get ready for that, what else you got here? Are we seeing anything else?
Yeah, so another game that we're going to be checking out throughout the night, and another team that's driving right now. This is Midland Lee versus Midland High. The last battle between Midland Lee and Midland High. I saw a nice little cartoon earlier about how the Midland Lee Rebels are going to leave.
A la Norman Johnson.
But it's okay. So we're going to go ahead and take a look here. So, just an interception maybe.
Woo!
Nope, did not catch it.
Oh!
Man, was that thing close. This Midland High team was supposed to lose tonight by 20 points, and you're seeing them right here driving the football, looking to score. This is a town battle right here, and this is the last time that they can say, we beat Midland Lee. And will the Bulldogs pull it off? Probably not, but are they going to try? Absolutely so.
Yikes. Wow. Okay. Thank you, Matt Trammell. Is there anything going on from Wall, from Snyder tonight?
Yeah, there's stuff going on. It's 14-7 right now. Wall's about to get the ball, so we'll just have to keep on a lookout of that one and see if they can score the football.
All right, thank you, sir. All right, Christian, we're seeing something develop what we did not want to see.
Not at all. Not at all.
Permian. I'm not gonna.
Man.
We're going to turn into John Tyler in Plano East. I think I'm going to be sick.
Man, dude. They're really stressing me out here, man. Gosh.
Okay, so let me set the table here while Christian collects himself. Permian just not only scored a touchdown, but they converted the 2-point conversion. So this game is all knotted up at 17 with 53 seconds to go in the first half.
Not only scored a touchdown, they do a double pass. Which you don't even see from Permian. Their wide receiver threw a perfect ball to number 3 right in the end zone.
Oh, my goodness.
And Central was not ready for it. And then they just come. Quarterback
I'm not ready for this right now.
Oh, no, man. Man, this is something stressful. Joe's Ice House, come on. Get us something.
Okay.
Get us
Don't worry, we're getting it right now. I'm pulling it up right now, guys. Don't worry. We're gonna see this double pass. I promise.
Because we don't need a heart attack over the broadcast here, or a panic attack, if you will.
Man.
We just need to let the viewers see it, right?
Yes. I think once Blinkers hooks us up tonight, we let
Here it is.
Look at that.
Here it is.
All right. So,
I mean, that man, Brent Blinka, he is hooking it up faster than we can even pull him on the screen. I'm telling y'all, boys, let's go ahead and get it. So here it is. Bang, bang, bang. Touchdown mojo.
Man.
I mean, just like that, and that is going to make it 17-17. And we can run it back. We can check it out again.
Run it back.
Yeah, we can check it out again.
So we see it. There's a little less than a minute to go. So now I will say Permian did score the 2-point conversion, so they set it up. Man, they don't normally throw the football a whole lot.
But that was a
so right
pretty
here
one.
you see that's the pass to the receiver, and then the receiver throws it to the other receiver, and they never saw it coming. They expected the screen, I guess, bit on the screen, and that was going to do it for him. It's 17-7. It's almost halftime. Hey, be ready. I bet Ryan Chadwick's got a lot to say about it.
I don't know. Okay.
Gosh, man.
At some point, we're going to have to collect ourselves. Christian there, he's sitting right beside himself. I see the other version of him over there. Christian, what do you make of this right now? Do you think Central has enough time to get another score on the board, whether it be a field goal or a touchdown?
I think it's crucial that they do, especially since Permian is getting the ball at the second half. But I mean, if you can, it's all right. Just go in, talk to your team, just play the roles that you tell them to play every week. But they still have a timeout left. They're on their 27, so expect some big shots, and hopefully receivers can, come up big.
All right, Malachi Brown is now off to the races in just this last play. All right, so we'll see what happens left. All right, so our first hour of coverage tonight presented by Little Caesars Pizza of San Angelo. Pizza for your pregame eats, for your halftime eats, for if you just need to eat your life away because you might be in a depressed mode.
Because Central's kind of...
Yeah, go on across the street, say, hey, Manny and Christian sent you over for a $5 hot and ready. We need like like the old Ben Shapiro the codes on there.
Yeah.
We need like a COVER1 code.
Yeah.
They type in there, and that's how they can see who's getting the goods tonight.
Yeah.
So all right, so 17-17, Central is content to take it into the half. All knotted up with Mojo. Oh my goodness, man. Christian, I know you're gonna give me just raw emotion of just because you were a former Bobcat.
Yeah.
What do you expect second half? Give me the goods. What you expect so
far? Coach Kane's going to come down from the press box, have big things for the offense. Several plays to attack whatever their main, scheme is that they ran the first half. Defense played solid. I think that one play kind of just killed them right there. Besides that, I mean,
the muffed kick return.
The muffed kick return. Special teams is going to be, man, they're going to practice that hella next week, but just basically tell them keep their cool. You're doing fine. Special teams is fine. Offense is moving the ball well. Defense is holding them to an extent. Besides the double pass, which I'm sure they didn't expect. You're not going to see that probably in the second half.
Wow.
I say just keep your cool, and I think you're all good.
Okay. All right. Speaking of keeping your cool, Wall is needing to do that. They are down 14-7. At the half in Snyder, Texas, as the Bushland Falcons lead the Hawks by a touchdown. This is now I'll tell you this because I was out and I followed the Hawks last week out to Dublin, and this is not a come from behind kind of team. That's not their MO, what they generally do. So if they can manage to put something together, they need some defensive stops.
Yeah,
for
definitely.
Sure. I know they had some injuries on that D line, so they had some guys step up from the JV, some underclassmen. Fingers are crossed.
We'll see.
I don't want to win that pickle. I don't want to win that. I'll just say that right now.
Yeah, we're definitely room for Wall over here.
Yeah,
mean green.
Hawks, most definitely. Trammell, what do you got? What are you cooking up over there?
I'm trying to get Ryan Chadwick on the phone.
Okay.
Yeah, so just give me 1 second, and I'll be right back with y'all.
With the Hawks with the Bobcats and the Permian Panthers tied at 17, heading into the break, we will catch up with our resident Bobcat connoisseur.
Connoisseur is a perfect
Ryan
word.
Chadwick, yes. He is a former Bobcat himself. He is our writer. You can catch his write-up tonight following this ball game. Matt Trammell is efforting a Zoom call with them from San Angelo Stadium, so we'll see what happens from there. So as we kind of gather our thoughts from that. So, well, easy, Trammell.
Sorry, guys. I'm just getting so frustrated. This computer is just not working, guys. I don't know what's going on. This is making like the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
Okay.
So give me a second, guys. I'm working.
All right, so we'll pass along some scores to you courtesy of Deersky and Deersky Realtors tonight. Right now, as we stated, Bushland is leading the Wallhawks 14-7 at the break. Of course, your San Angelo Central Bobcats tied with Permian at the halves at all 17. A big game, the Battle of Tall City out in Midland at Grande Communication Stadium. Check this one out, Christian. Midland leading Midland 20-14.
Really? Wow. Crosstown rivalry might get heated over there.
I know. West and Mount Vernon. Right now, Mount Vernon, that is the former Baylor head coach. What that is leaving me right now.
I can't think of him.
Art Briles.
Art Briles, yeah, that's his Mount Vernon team leading West 17-7 at the break. Hey, Jim Ned and Dalhart. Jim Ned leading Dalhart 24-0 at the break. Jim Ned, if they hold on to win this one, they will get the number one team in Texas. That's what you get for winning a second-round ball game. Yeah, the Brock Eagles will catch up with them. We'll see the highlights of that game. Jim Ned leads Dalhart 24-0. Holly, Sundown, right now, Holly leading Sundown 34-20. Pilot Point, Shallow Water. Ooh, the Pilot Point Bearcats leading Shalley 21-14.
Dang, if we look back, it looks like Manny did not have Pilot Point. You had Pilot Point. You had them. You had them, yeah. Excuse me.
So we'll see what happens with that. All right, Rawls, Albany. Albany leading Rawls. I mean, it's just stupid just to pick against the Albany Lions. 56-22 leading the Jackrabbits there. Canadian Bangs, all Canadian right now. 49-6 over the Dragons at the break. Munster, Quanah, all Munster leading the Quanah Indians 50-22. That is a final. That is a Thursday night game. Spearman, Ballinger right now, all Lynx 21-0 leading the Bearcats at the break. Denton Geyer, McKinney Boyd. McKinney Boyd leading Denton Geyer. Look, this is a shocker. 21-3.
Wow.
Woo.
Wow, that's crazy.
Okay.
Man.
Easy there. Shiner, Freer. Right now, Shiner leading Freer. Or that is a final from last night, 72-6. Shiner is pretty much picked to win the Class 2A Division I state championship.
Shiner, nothing's finer.
Easy, Trammell. When we get off the set here. Euless, Trinity, and Weatherford. This is actually a pretty darn good ball game. The Trojans leading the Weatherford Kangaroos 14-0 in the second quarter. All right, so looks like we do have Ryan Chadwick with Matt Trammell. Trammell, take us away here.
All right. Hey, what's up, Ryan Chadwick? Can you hear me? Oh, you can hear me? Okay, sweet. Hey, so give me a little update. What's going on with the Central Bobcats tonight?
Well, Matt, it's looking pretty good on both sides of the ball for the most part. The only thing I can say is turnovers just completely killing the Bobcats' attempts at, being in full control of this game.
So we saw at the end there, the Bobcats had a kind of a big lead going into half. Next thing you know, they're ended up tied at half. What can kind of talk us through what happened during that time frame where they let them come back right before halftime?
Well, following the last score by the Panthers on the kickoff, we just had a muffled reception of the kickoff, and it got put on the ground, and the Panthers were able to jump on it. Literally one play later, they ran a trick play where they had their backup quarterback in there as well, and they did a little swing pass after him, and he was able to throw the ball 30 yards into the end zone.
Thanks. So what are you thinking right now? Are you feeling a little nervous for the Bobcats because they were getting that momentum, or are you thinking we've handled this a little bit?
I mean, if the Bobcats just stop turning the ball over, then they're fine. Like they have 3 or 4 turnovers right now, so like they're all over Mojo on like both sides of the ball. If they just stop turning the ball over, they're fine.
So is it Central turning the ball over, or is it Mojo forcing those turnovers?
Well, Brown did throw a pick in the end zone, so I could say you can give credit to that one for Mojo's defense, but for the most part, it's just mental mistakes by the Bobcats. Fumbling the ball inside the 10-yard line. The kickoff, they just didn't call for a fair catch and just kind of rushed the catch. So.
Hey, so last question here. This is the first time Mojo and Central have been together for a while. I know COVID doesn't have as many fans there, but can you just kind of describe the atmosphere of what it's like right now at San Angelo Stadium?
Stadium's pretty empty, Matt. Let's just put it that way. So, what could have been a rocking house for this big game, it's just not there. So, like, you can tell we've already had multiple notifications about the masks and everything. So, like, we're trying to keep the energy up here out at San Angelo Stadium, but it is definitely not the same as Tuesday.
All right, well, thanks, Ryan. Thanks for coming here. Hope to see you later in person after the game. Give us your full update on what exactly went down. Just thanks for hanging out, and we hope to hear from you soon.
Of course, man. We'll see you after the game.
All right, see you.
All right. Ryan Chadwick getting us caught up. As he can tell, as he said, man, it's weird to see, weird to hear that there's not a whole lot of people at San Angelo Stadium for the biggest game in West Texas.
It's crazy.
I mean, usually in years past, when Permian has come to town, I mean, the bowl, the horseshoe has been filled to capacity.
And it's sold out right away. Yeah. I mean, it's not even only a West Texas game. I think even some people statewide are watching a game like this, man.
I mean, anything that says Mojo on it, for one, but, I mean, with the resurgence of San Angelo Central since, 2012, if you will, I mean, they've come a long ways. This program,
Absolutely.
You were a part of that. That's just really cool to see. So, Trammell, what are you efforting here?
Hey, I got a little highlight. Oh, excuse me. This is really loud, man. Still loud from the phone call. But hey, we got a highlight straight from Wall. Well, not from Wall, from Snyder. But this is the Wall Hawks. So let's go ahead and check it out.
All right. So.
All right, courtesy of James Bellini, let's get it going right here. Just a little run play and breaks a tackle and to the house.
Nice.
That's who is that right there, Manny?
Like
that's
Dominic
Garcia. That's right. So this one, quarterback keeper from the 1 yard line, and that's going to be a touchdown. Back here, Bushland going back at it right here, looking for the long ball, and he finds it, and that's going to be a touchdown. Wall is trailing right now. It was halftime, and it's 14-7. Wall is trailing here. We can go back to the lines here, and I have Wall losing this game by 6. They're down by 7 right now. So, guys, tell me what y'all think. What do y'all think about Wall? I mean, Bushland, of course, they throw the ball, and Wall doesn't do well against teams that throw the ball. But kind of give me your take on this game.
I'll tell you this, Matt. If Bushland is going to score at will, and if they're able to score in consecutive drives, I mean, I love the Hawks. I love what they do, but man, that is going to be extremely, extremely difficult for them to come back because offensively, that's just not their MO. That's just not what they do.
Well, I mean, I think Gabe Haskins, we saw how he could throw the ball a little bit. I think they could definitely open up the pass a little bit, maybe play action. I don't know what's in their playbook, but I think maybe they could open up a little bit, try and beat Bushland, catch him off guard. Hopefully. I mean, I got Wall winning, so we'll see.
All right. Well, we shall see. I know it is a big, big game out there for the Wall Hawks tonight. They need a win, that is for sure. All right, we're going to take a commercial break, and we're actually going to check out some highlights following the break from Brock and Denver City from the Thursday Night Lights.
Like our area teams under the Friday Night Lights, here at Bug Express, we're all about teamwork. With over 40 years of knowledge and experience in pest management, our team knows how to get the job done. Give us a call today at 653-0069.
All right. There, as we set it up, is our sponsor of our COVER1 preview tonight. And I tell you what, Bug Express, big thanks to those guys. Appreciate them so much. All right, so as we kind of get ready for this one here, I'll set the table for this. It was a whole lot of Brock, but man, if there's a team that's that just looks like they can play with anybody in the state of Texas. Yeah, I'm taking the Brock Eagles quick, fast, and in a hurry. So without further ado, let's check out the highlights from last night out in Sweetwater at the Mustang Bowl.
We'll talk about one of the most historic stadiums in Texas, the Mustang Bowl in Sweetwater. Versus Angelo live in COVER1, I'm Manny Diaz. It was certainly a place where Jackson Gleaton and the #1 ranked Brock Eagles made themselves right at home, hanging out with Mario Sanchez and the Denver City Mustangs. First quarter, Brock up 7-0. Denver City rolling the dice early, going for it on 4th down. But no luck here as Brock comes up with a stop deep in Eagle territory. Ensuing Brock possession, pitch to Cutter Wilson, who's just shy of the goal line, but no worries. The Eagles would get in on the next play, courtesy of the QB1 to make it 14-0. Next, Denver City drive. The Mustangs facing 3rd and long. Mario Sanchez drops back, but the Brock defense closes the gap quick, fast, and in a hurry. DC forced to punt. Second quarter now, Brock back to work. The QB1 Jackson Gleaton to Cutter Wilson. Money for the 26-yard touchdown, and it's 21-0 Brock just like that. Following a muffed kick return, the Eagles back in business. Gleaton back to throw, this time to Nathan Jones, who tiptoes in for the 11-yard touchdown to make it 28-0 Eagles. Very next Brock possession, they're not done yet. The Eagles showing no mercy. Cash Jones taking the rock and cruising for a 35-yard house call. Brock would lead Denver City at the break 49-0 and go on to win this one 69-34. Coming up, post-game thoughts from the old ball coach Chad Worrell, and if he and his team feel that big bright target of being the #1 team in Texas.
Yeah, we came out and took care of business. I was really proud, forced some turnovers early, and the offense played really well. Defense played really well all 3 phases there in the first half, and we got our young kids a lot of playing time in the second half, and did nothing to get them better for down the road.
Did you expect to be so dominant tonight the way y'all were, certainly in the first half?
Well, I think we were playing well, but I also think that the momentum turned with a couple of those turnovers on the kickoffs and things, and it kind of turned there in the first half in our favor, and we were able to take advantage of that.
It seems like, as the #1 team in Texas, do you feel the target increasing on y'all as y'all progress in the playoffs?
No, because we don't consider ourselves to be the #1 team. There's only one #1 team that counts, and that's at the end of the season. The team who's #1 at Christmas is the one that matters. So we just take it one game at a time and try to get better.
All right, guys, we are back, and now we are at the not only live desk, but the San Angelo Live Scores desk right now. And this Scores is brought to you by Deersky & Deersky Realtor, the real estate professionals of Texas. This is San Angelo Live /Scores, and you can find all the scores, video highlights, or roundups of all the games around West Texas and Texas in general. So right here, there's the live video that you're seeing right now. So here we go. We're at Wall Bushland. Bushland's winning this one at halftime, 14-7. Anything can happen with a Wall Hawk game, so we'll keep looking at that one. Central and Permian, Mojo, and them are tied at 17 at halftime. Midland and Midland Lee, they're battling in Midland. Midland Lee is up 20-14 in the second quarter at halftime, but hey, anything can happen. Falls City at Granger, 14-3. Falls City at halftime. Klondike versus Groom. Groom's 48. Klondike 28. That one's at halftime. Follett at Anton. Anton is down by 2 points, 24-22 at halftime. Water Valley, the Concho Valley team that is still alive, is still alive by 2 points. They're beating Lakey, and remember, Lakey is a really good football team, 32-30 at halftime. South Lake Carroll 35. Northwest Eaton 10. That was a halftime score. Jonesboro against May. May's up 42-16. That one's the third quarter's already going. Rankin, Sterling City, a huge team out here. #1 team in the state for a long time. They're actually down right now, 68-64 in the third quarter. But look at that score! Anything can happen. All right, 20-54. That's the score. Ladonia Fennendale. Is that one right?
Yep.
Versus Gordon. That one's 54-20 in the third quarter. Eastland is up 21-0 against Bells in the second quarter. Malakoff against Pottsboro, 19-0 Malakoff in the second quarter. Lubbock Estacado is beating Iowa Park by 1 point right now in the second quarter. Grandview against Tatum. Grandview 28, Tatum 10. That was a halftime score. Mount Vernon against West. That's 17-7. Mount Vernon at halftime. Jim Ned is beating Dalhart 24-0 in my stomping grounds, Levelland, Texas tonight. That's at halftime. Holly against Sundown, another West Texas battle right there. Holly 34, Sundown 20. That one's final. Pilot Point is beating Shallowwater tonight by a touchdown, 21-14 at halftime. Rawls and Albany 56, Rawls 22, that's a final. Canadian is beating up Bangs 49-6 at halftime. Munster against Quanah 50-22, and that one is final. Munster takes it. Spearman against Ballinger. The Bearcats have had a great season, but right now Spearman is up 21-0 at halftime. Bovina against Vega. Vega 35, Bovina 10. That's final. McKinney Boyd against Denton Geyer. Denton Geyer down big. What's going on? 21-3 at halftime. Shiner against Freer. That one's final 72-6. Euless Trinity against Weatherford 14-0 at halftime. Calvert against Cherokee 69-44. That's Calvert final right there. Saginaw Boswell against Haltom. Haltom is down 21-7 at halftime.
Wow. Man, Haltom must be just down and out this season.
I know, that's a bad one right there. Balmorhea Jayton. Balmorhea, that's a 6-man score of 90-46. That one was final. 0-0, Westbrook Garden City. We're going to have a little score update later on with that one. Gilmore Union Hill against Abbott. Union Hill 44, Abbott 28 at halftime. Blum St. Joe. Man, that's a tight one. One-score ball game, 22-14 in the second quarter. Blum is leading that one. Mason is beating Kennedy right now, but only by a touchdown in the second quarter, 13-6. Yorktown Snooker tied at 8 in the second quarter. Hamlin 28, Petrolia 0. Hamlin is winning 28-0. Wink and Wellington are tied at halftime at 14 apiece. Lubbock Cooper beating up on Abilene Wiley 14-2. Wonder how they got that 2. That's always fun to find out. Winthrop against Archer City. Winthrop 28, Archer City 0 at halftime. Cristobal, the Cougs, 30-6. Wow, that's a second quarter score of a blowout. Mart 34, Love Ladies 0. That's a second quarter. Stratford's beating Smyre 19-0. Graham 35, Perryton 0. Sweetwater, whoever they're playing, they're losing by 2 points at halftime. Wheeler McCamey 14-7. Anson Post 13-6. San Saba Panhandle tied at halftime, 14s all. Cisco is whooping up on Olton 33-0. That one's halftime. Richland Springs Oldsby. Richland Springs 32, Oldsby 8.
Oglesby.
Yeah. Oglesby. Yeah, sorry, that's kind of a tough one to say. The Strawn, the Supermen, the 30-14 against Throckmorton. That's at halftime. Motley County, Blackwell. Blackwell's losing 34-16, but it's in the second quarter. There's still time. Borden County against Spring Lake Earth, 48-8. Borden County is winning that game. Happy against Knox City. Happy 24-20. Knox City is losing that one in the second quarter. A bunch of these are final because of COVID. Here's another one. Springtown, man. Big Spring. Big Spring did win last week, but unfortunately not able to get to the third round.
That was actually a 4 o'clock kick this afternoon at ACU's new stadium there on the north side of Abilene.
All right, 56-0. That one's final. Alpine, Idalou put it on Alpine 49-0. Childress beat Crane 35-25. Brock beat Denver City 69-34. We're going to have highlights from that later. Argyle, Stephenville, that one's final 56-27. Argyle always a contender for that state championship. Dumas Andrews, Dumas 31, Andrews 20. Canyon Fort Stockton 59-7. Canyon took that one. Denton Ryan, Frisco Heritage, Denton Ryan 63 took that one to only 20 points. Abilene Cooper against Azle 66-55. Abilene Cooper won this game, and it was a shootout the whole way. Yeah. Amarillo Paladura against Amarillo.
I will say this about Abilene Cooper's game. Noah Garcia, their star running back, he became Abilene ISD's all-time leading rusher last night in that ball game. So, man, congrats to him.
And of course, the last one I want to talk about, El Dorado and D'Hanis. The last one, unfortunately for the El Dorado Eagles, they had some COVID, had to quit playing. Great season for the El Dorado Eagles. I still owe Manny a Topo Chico for that district championship. So shout out to all them and everyone else that was on this board. Remember, you can find all these scores, plus more, plus video highlights, plus wrap-ups of the games, everything you want to find sports-related. San Angelo Live Deersky.com/scores. Brought to you by Deersky & Deersky, the realtor professionals of Texas.
For over 70 years, W&W AFCO Steel has fabricated the steel to frame some of the most iconic structures nationwide. From Soldier Field in Chicago to Cal Field, home of the Texas A&M Fighting Aggies and College Station, what begins in San Angelo is impacting America.
All right, welcome back. Thanks to W&W AFCO Steel. They are the official Hour 2 sponsor of COVER1 Live here on SanAngeloLive.com. I'm Manny Diaz, joined by Christian Gabaldon. Man, we're seeing some interesting things go on tonight. I don't think we expected to see such a tight ball game at San Angelo Stadium.
I don't know. I think I might have expected that a little bit. I didn't expect. Obviously, I expected Central to win. That's why I want to win. But I didn't expect Permian to just
the
go
letter
down.
jacket.
Yeah,
says,
I mean, it says it all. I mean, I didn't expect Permian to go down in any way. So, I mean, just a great football team and great setting over there.
So 78 points, 17 plus 17. We're halfway there.
Oh my goodness.
We're exactly halfway there. Do y'all want that extra point or what?
24 more minutes in that game, so
We're gonna have to see some extra balling out tonight.
All right. Trammell, if we can take us to Snyder, Texas, for Wall and Bushland, what do you think?
Here we are. It's just the opening kickoff. Wall just got the ball. Wall has the ball to start the second half. Christian, I always hear you say it. Always before the Central game starts because they kick off early. You say, oh, Central's going to have the ball first. That's what we want so we can have the ball second half. That's exactly what Wall did here. They have the ball in the second half. They're starting it out. Let's see what happens. A little triple option play and just eating up in the backfield. Oh, my goodness. Man. But that's the thing, and you're seeing this also with the Central game. When these teams run the triple option, it's all about discipline. It's all about if you can just have your man on that man, and if you can do that, you can stop this. And so when you have this defense that can just prepare, it's very tough, but Wall runs it very well, and it's very easy to get some points and control the ball game, but they're going to need to come back. They're going to need to score 2 straight scores.
And hopefully they're not lagging.
So here we go. We're going back up to the line. Just a huge big set right here. 2 receivers on both sides, 2 flex tight ends on both sides. We're gonna also we're gonna throw the ball right here. It's just a little comeback route with a roll out to the left. It's gonna be good, and it's gonna be second and about 8 off that first down mishap. So that's gonna bring up 3rd down and about 8. Oh, no, that's going to be 4th down right there, actually. They tried to throw it, but didn't even throw it to the sticks. So looks like they're going to punt here.
Yeah, I'll say this. I think this game, obviously it's going to come, I mean, it's big for Wall to score, but I think it's going to come down to their defense. And 2 years ago, when Wall played Bushland in Trammell's hometown of Levelland, it came down to an interception late in the game by Drew Morrison that sealed the win for him. Defense, defense, defense. So I think it's going to come down to the very exact same thing. They're going to need a stop, and it's going to have to come in the 3rd quarter, I think, because they do not want to get into a shootout with Bushland late in this one.
Absolutely, yep. I agree.
Yeah, I've been in a shootout against Bushland. 2000, you throw back here, 2015.
Circa 2015.
Circa 2015. My senior year, we played Bushland in Bushland. Went down to a Hail Mary. I swear, Hail Mary was the craziest thing I've ever seen. Nick Gerber throwing it up. We actually get the Hail Mary and win the football game. It was insane. But this final score of that game had to have been like 60-60, I promise. No defense, just throwing the ball. That's how Bushland likes to do it.
Yeah, they're a pretty good spread team. That they are. They throw it around the lot, and certainly that Wall defense, the secondary is just going to get all kinds of tested tonight.
Yeah, they kind of run the same kind of offense that Central does. They like to throw. They throw a lot of little short screens to kind of get you biting short, and then they'll let you loose on those long balls later on. And I don't know if they've scored like that yet, but just like that last play you saw, they ran the screen. So that's a lot of the first down looks they're trying to do. Just kind of like Central is trying to get those quick passes here, trying to make one miss there, and get 3 or 4 or 5, or hopefully break one out. So quarterback takes a snap, and he's going to take off with this one. No, he throws it, and interception by the Wall Hawks.
Oh,
he's
man.
taking it. Oh, my God. He's all the way to the 40-yard line, and looks like that's going to set up for maybe a wall score. I mean, they're in their own they're in opponent's territory, so shoot, this thing is all Wall Hawks. If you're thinking, Manny, you're like, this is all going to be on the defense. This is all going to be on the defense, and then bang it, it's all on the defense. There it is. So
I wonder if that was a Drew Morrison interception.
Hey, you're right. That may have been. Wouldn't that be something?
That would be something if that was that.
Super tight set here. No receivers anywhere. So they're either going to kneel the ball or throw it. So here's what's going to happen. They're going to send one out and fakes the handoff. Actually gives it to him. Fullback dive for about. Yeah, that's going to be about 4, and that's exactly what Wall wants to do. Just keep you in that 4 yards of carry, 4 yards of carry, 4 yards of carry, touchdown.
And I think because last week we saw a 26-yard dime from the new QB1 Gabe to Rios, and it was their opening drive that scored like that. So I think there's a method to the madness there of just lulling teams to sleep when they just kind of just throw it over the top.
Just a little dump.
Yeah, I mean, don't be surprised if you see something like that, coming up in this drive.
So another fullback dive right here. It's going to get 6. So after the 4, then they get the 6. That's a first down. Chains are moving. Now they have the ball on the 30-yard line. And, once this Wall Hawks team starts to roll like that, get those big carries, get those heavy carries, we've seen Perry Kernut come in here and explain to us what Wall does, and that's exactly what they're doing here right now. They're just running that triple option, going here, going there, and getting it done. So Wall, they send one and doesn't snap it this time. Now they have a receiver out there. Looking for a throw and does throw it, and looks like it's going to be incomplete. Going to be 2nd and 10 here. And wow, just Wall throwing the ball. You are always curious when you see that. But hey, first down, you get 4 yards. Second down, you get a first down. So it's 1st and 10. They know they're going to continuously get this drive going. So might as well just kind of throw it there. Another tight set here. No receivers out. We got a bunch of flex and 2 tight ends. One gets sent out left, and he hands it off to the fullback. Going to get another big run here, maybe 8 this time.
That's exactly what they need.
And that's exactly what that Wall offense is doing. Like, it's okay if you want to throw on first down because we're going to get 8. We're going to get 6.
And that leads to what, 3rd and short, 3rd and 2?
Yeah, so it's going to be 3rd and 2 here, about the 22-yard line on their opponent's 22-yard line. You expect them to run it here, of course, but heck, the way they've thrown it twice, the amount of times that we've been watching it, that might have been twice more than I've seen most of the time when I watch Wall play. So you never know. They do have no receiver, tight set again, got the double flexes, got the double tight ends, and the running back out back. Here we go. Takes a snap, and quarterback's going to keep it and get 3. And that's going to be enough for a first down and actually put themselves in the red zone. It's going to be 1st and 10 on the Wall or on the Bushland 18-yard line. So these Wall Hawks, they're moving this football, guys.
All right, Christian, do you foresee a pass in the near future?
I definitely could see one right here. I mean, I don't know, though, because they're getting about 4 or 5 yards a hit every play. So if it works, I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
If it's me, I'm moving 8 over there at the top. I'm moving him in, and I'm running just a corner route because right here, you're one-on-one, you're man-on-man up there.
That is true, yeah.
But just another fullback dive. This one only got 2, maybe 1, maybe 2 yards. So it's going to be on the 16-yard line. It may have actually got 3 or 4 out of that. But either way, it's going to be 2nd down right here. Coach Guy does not like our opinion on the throwing aspect. Looks like he's just going to stick on the ground and pound this guy out.
Yeah, he is not about to give up on that. They know something more than what we do when it comes to that. I think they'll probably just stick with what they're doing here.
So another run right up the middle, and this one's going to go a long way, and this one might be a touchdown.
Woo!
This is a touchdown. We got a Wall Hawk touchdown on a barrel and roll by Dominic Garcia. Wow. Just to talk about just the same thing they did the whole entire drive, and they got down there and they got the game in a tie ball game, boys. Let's hope they get this, but they might be going for 2. Crowd must be getting loud. We got a camera shaking. So looks like we got a little armadillo formation to the left. They are moving it back and are going to go for a field goal here. I've seen their field goal kicker early in the year make one from about 40 out, so these extra points are getting pretty easy for him.
He told me last week his range was from 45.
Yeah, I've seen it in a game. No, I've seen it. I've seen it in a game, I swear. What was that week 2 matchup? They were in Wall, first game in Wall, and they ended up kicking like a 35, 40-yard field goal, and it was the first time I've ever seen that in high school, and I was so shocked. I didn't know what was going on. I was like, this is not college, and this kid's in Wall. What are we kicking field goals for? Like, what is going on? But nonetheless, this team is definitely a team that can score, and that also helps them later down where they can maybe go, if it goes to overtime, they're the last possession, field goal for the win, So, this Wall Hawk team has a little surprises here and there that they don't usually have. The little kinks and, I don't know, twidgets?
Yeah, speaking of surprises, Trammell, Christian, give us a game update from San Angelo Stadium.
Speaking of triple option offenses, we had Permian come out on opening drive, waste 4 minutes of the clock about, and score a touchdown on Central, just doing the same thing Wall did, just hammering it down their throat, and they found a way to get in. So
that makes it
24-7. Yep.
24-17.
Or 17. Yes.
Leading the Angry Orange. Man, this is not what we want to see if you are a Bobcat fan. These guys got to get. I mean, defense. I think you almost got to. You got to take the whole. What Permian does or what Wall is doing.
Okay, so we got a touchdown. We haven't checked in this game yet, but it's now not longer 16-0. We're going to see if they get an instant replay on this, but we just saw a scoop and score. So right here, Midland Lee, they threw it, Odessa High and Abilene High scoop and score. They are running away with this one. They're saying it's no good now.
Whoa!
Oh, they're saying it's an incomplete pass, but man, would that have changed things? It's 16-0. That means it's 16-0 now. Man, the Abilene Eagles are putting it on.
So 16-0 in that one.
On the Broncos, but this is a terrible Broncos team.
So let's see what happens in this offensive series.
Yeah, 3rd and 10. So we might as well just check out this last play of the drive. We saw a scoop and score on the last one that didn't count. So tried to make them jump, but who's trying to get someone jump? It's 3rd and 10. Come on. It's not even getting a first down. He takes the snap, fakes the handoff, looks left, looks right, tries to make one miss. Gets the block and right over the receiver's hands, and the receiver kind of gets lit up a little bit. It's going to bring up 4th and 10, and that is going to be just a continued onslaught by the Abilene Eagles.
Wow. Okay. All right, so the Warbirds leading the Broncos 16-0 there at Ratliff Stadium. Abilene High desperately trying to keep their name in the playoff hat, if you will. These guys, it's them, between them and Friendship, and then Midland.
No, Friendship has canceled the rest of their. This is, I don't know if this is a news break, but. Friendship has canceled the remaining of their games for the 2020 season. They're no longer playing football. They have canceled the remainder of their games due to COVID.
Okay, well then that certainly changes things.
So next week there will not be a Friendship Tiger football game.
Okay, well, that is that. Trammell, I do see that Blinkers put a highlight across the feed there. If you want to check that out. So we're seeing Abilene High lead Odessa High in this one, in that one there at Ratliff, 16-0. San Angelo Central, they trail Odessa Permian 24-17. I don't think in the years, the most recent years, that Central, this matchup between Central and Permian, I don't think Permian has really had much of a
upper hand.
They've never had an upper hand.
Yeah.
This is the first time. Certainly you have to go back to the Braden Hucks era.
Yeah.
Definitely. 2014. That was kind of the really first time that this was renewed, if you will. So yeah, I know he's in the house. I know he's in San Angelo. Hopefully, Braden Hucks can bring him a little good luck tonight. So
Hey Manny, was that an email to you?
in fact, that was in the group text.
Oh, okay. I may have to figure out a way to get to that.
1 second. So I will.
If you could send that to me, we can get a central highlight real quick.
So nonetheless, we'll have that here coming along there. But give me your thoughts on kind of what you're seeing on the offense.
As of right now, Central's dead center on the 50, looking to drive, 2nd down and 10. And we'll see what they can get going here.
So we actually we got a red zone alert right here. We have Midland Lee. They're going to play Central next week, but they're having a hard time right now. They're playing the Midland High Bulldogs, and man, they look like they're about to get scored on. So the ball's on the 3-yard line. Midland's never afraid to score, especially when against their rivals. Hand up right down the middle. It does not look like it's going to get there. Nonetheless, though. Third down right here. It's getting close. We're knocking on the goal line, so anything can happen, and we might as well see what's going on. So Midland Lee are going to play Central next week. You want them to lose so that there's not so much pressure on the Bobcats, but at the same time, will that momentum be able to be carried no matter a win or a loss? They're not doing very well against this not-so-good Midland High team. They're keeping it close. If they can actually get this, I think this actually may tie the ball game up. So takes a snap, hands off right, oh my goodness, storm of Midland Lee right there. Look at that. He just runs right down the line and finds him and just lays a lick on him. And that's not good there. So once again, that actually brought it back a yard. Now it's on the 4-yard line. Guys, y'all think Midland's got a chance to score on this one?
Well, I think anything's possible, certainly if you get down to that. But I will say Midland Lee's front line, defensive front, they're a monster group.
Yeah,
so it looks like we have a special team snapper in here. This may be a field goal attempt right here, and it is a field goal attempt. The kick is up, and the kick is good, and that would make it. Let's see if we can get a score update. 27-20. The Bulldogs are barely trailing in this one, guys.
Man, and there's still a lot of football to be played in that game.
Yeah. So, and when there's more football to be played, that means there's going to be a whole lot more highlights from the live desk presented by Joe's Ice House. Best snacks you can get, best drinks you can get. Drive by. Go ahead. Go do it.
Yeah, these COVID times, they make things tough, but not if you're going by Joe's Ice House. We'll just say that. All right, thank you, Matt Trammell. Thank you, Eggemeyer's General Store, providing the highlights and the live feeds tonight. Trammell, I did send you some action out there via email. What do you got?
I got something a little better. I got the Wall Hawks in scoring position, boys. We're about to go score again. We're about to go upset Matt Trammell and beat his line. So we have actually 2 receivers out. We don't know what might happen here. We got 2 tight ends, 2 flex tight ends to both sides. He fakes a handoff and almost gets sacked, but stays up and gets back to the line of scrimmage. It is 3rd down, so it's going to make it 4th and 10 on their 11-yard line. So they don't have to score, but if they get to the 1st down, you never know. But like we said earlier, that kicker is a good kicker, and you see those people coming in from the sidelines. That's exactly what they're set up to do here. They're going to kick the field goal, and they're going to try to take a little bit of lead, which would give them 3-point lead, which is less than the spread. Guys,
what do we got?
What do we got?
Oh,
it's no good. Oh. It's no good. We gave him so much credit. He's a 45-yard range. Not tonight. 14-14. Tie ball game out in Snyder.
Man. Okay. All right. So it's still exactly kind of how we left it.
Yeah, but it was a little more action than what we expected.
A little bit more action. We need the Hawks to kind of pull through in that one. All right. Thank you, Matt Trammell. Courtesy of the Trammell Live Desk, presented by Joe's Ice House. Highlights live stream presented by Eggemeyer's General Store, the best darn little general store in Texas. All right, before we kind of get ahead of ourselves here, we'll take a quick commercial break, and we'll let Eggemeyer's we'll hang out with them for a second.
We're the general store with a story to tell. From the local jellies and jams made right here in West Texas, to the gifts and collectibles for everyone, along with our handcrafted Polish pottery to accent your dinner table. So let your memories begin at Eggemeyer's General Store, located in downtown San Angelo.
All right, Trammell, what do we got here?
So we have a first half highlight scores from Central right here. So the kick is up and the kick is good. That's right. That's how we get a little odd scores here. But nonetheless, we got Mojo. They're moving. Here we go. Corner pocket. That's a touchdown right there. They're waving no. Even their own players waving no, but the referee waving yes. Malachi Brown looking around, takes a snap, and you know who he's going to find. He finds him every time. That's going to be, of course. Oh, just kidding. That's going to be a catch for about a first down there. Malachi Brown, like I said a while ago, who's he going to find? That's right. That's Jathan Leifeste, this #1 scorer for the Bobcats. And that's going to be a touchdown for the Bobcats right there. And next play here, Mojo going to try to go tie it up. He pitches it left and makes one or two miss. Gets there, gets the first down, and they ended up scoring on this drive. Kickoff. Here it is. He catches it. Oh, muffs the kickoff, and Permian was able to get on top of it. Remember, this was right before halftime. Central had a 1-touchdown lead, but then, boom, double pass and touchdown. That's going to tie it at 17-17. We have another score update from this game, but it's actually going to be 24-17, guys?
Yep.
All right, 24-17.
As we speak. All right. Man, Trammell getting us caught up courtesy of Joe's Ice House and Eggemeyer's General Store. Permian, what are we seeing as far as an update on this one?
We saw another double pass, which Central couldn't contain, and Permian's knocking on the door at the Central's 11 right now.
Still 24-17?
Still, yeah, still 24-17.
Wow.
As of right now.
Okay, so things are getting just a little bit interesting. What are you seeing out in Snyder, Trammell? Anything good out there?
Yeah, so Wall just got the ball back. They're about to take over and attempt another crack at getting in the end zone, but they like we saw, they went for the kick. They didn't get it, but they ended up getting a 3-and-out. So still a tie ball game in Snyder, 14-14. We'll let you know if anything crazy starts to happen.
Okay, all right. So Wall is on the move. Permian looks like they may add to this. Yikes!
Big yikes! Not on the Wall part. Hopefully Wall scores, but on the Permian part, yes.
Yeah. Oh
man.
Okay. All right. So generally that doesn't mean anything good. Permian just got in the end zone courtesy of the pass.
Yeah, another pass.
Oh man. I'm not going to rule out the Bobcats by any stretch of the imagination, but man, do they need a touchdown in this upcoming drive,
Desperately.
at least to stay in the football game.
Yep.
I mean, just to stay in it.
So over-under's at 78. We hitting that over-under?
It's 31-17 right now, so
We're getting close.
hey,
Man,
slowly but surely.
Yeah, we may inch closer to that, Trammell. All right, so it is now 31-17. Odessa Permian leading San Angelo Central with, what, about 2:02 left in the third quarter. We'll show you a highlight of that here coming up in just a moment. But man, what a ball game there we're seeing at San Angelo Stadium, an empty San Angelo Stadium. Only about 2,500 that were allowed into the stadium this week due to COVID. But of course, you can, if you're watching here, well then, hey, thanks for appreciating it. San Angelo Live, you can catch all the goods here. But another game that we're watching tonight is out in Snyder. The Wallhawks and Bushland Falcons. Right now, that game is all knotted up at 14. Trammell, what do you say we go to that one? What do you think?
Hey, we can come back to it. You know, you're going to see a lot of the same things we saw the last touchdown drive. Remember, they were driving, but they had to kick a field goal in the last one. But this one's a little bit different. This one, they had the 4-yard drives. This is the 4-yard runs. This one, they had the 6-yard runs. This one, they are actually moving this ball. Oh, but that one is going to break big right there. Going to take him to the 25-yard line on a quarterback keeper. Everyone bid on the fullback. Quarterback kept it, got all the way down there. It's going to be first down, and man, they're pretty much in the red zone, the green zone, as that those guys over there at ESPN call it. And right now, they are full on moving this football, have all the momentum on their side. Their defense is playing huge, so bite my words, but the Wall Hogs might be going.
Okay. We shall see. I'm interested to see how this one pans out for them, because this is a huge momentum shift if they can get in the end zone.
So Tide said again, a quarterback keeper right off the bat, maybe a little miscommunication. Either way, it doesn't really matter with a miscommunication if you're just going to keep it and get 3 or 4 yards on it. So that ball's going to get all the way to the 22-yard line, and it's going to be second down for the Hawks, about 2nd and 7 there, and going to be a timeout. So we'll go back to you guys.
All right. So Bushland, they're I wouldn't say that they're cracking, but Wall is starting to figure a few things out.
They're bending a little bit right now.
Bending, not exactly breaking at the moment, because they did hold them they made Wall settle for a field goal attempt. Wall was unable to convert on that. It was just a bit outside, as they would say on Major League. Nonetheless, all right. So. Hey, Trammell, what do you think about a score update via our friends from Deersky and Deersky?
All right. Deersky and Deersky Realtors bringing you all the scores. And unfortunately, the score we're going to bring you first is not a very good one you're going to want to see here, guys, if you're from Central. 31-17, Central is losing right now to Mojo in the third quarter. Remember, Central has won a number of these games straight, so this one might be turning those tables. 14-14, Wall, third quarter, Bushland. Been a good one all game. A lot of defense to be played here. Midland Lee and Midland, they're close game, 27-17, only a 10-point ball game. I actually just saw Midland have to punt, so Midland Lee has the ball again. Looks like they're going to be driving. Who knows how this one could end up. Stratford-Smyre 40-6 in the third quarter. Wheeler gets McCamey. Wheeler 23-20 in the third quarter. Abilene is beating Odessa 22-0 in the third quarter. Anton against Post. Post is up 27-6 in the third quarter. Panhandle San Saba 28-21. Panhandle's winning that one. Cisco is whooping up on Olton 46-15. Pilot Point 41. Shallow Water 20. Pilot Point is beating up on the Mustangs there. Canadian against Banks, Canadian 56-13. Oldsby, Richland Springs. Richland Springs is winning 38-24. Denton Geyer is losing against McKinney Boyd, but they are coming back. Remember, this is 21-3. Now it's 21-18. Fourth quarter. We'll see if we can find that one for y'all. Throckmorton against Strawn. Strawn's up 36-24. Blackwell is losing against Motley County 64-16. Knox City versus Happy. 52-34. Happy's winning that one. Granger against Fall City. Fall City 20, Granger 9. Follett against Anton 44-29. That one's in the fourth quarter. Mount Vernon's beating West 24-7. Lakey, Water Valley. Lakey came back and is actually taking this lead. It's 44-40, and this is a close game for a Contra Valley team right there. Jim Ned against Dalhart, my stomping grounds right there, 24-0. They're playing out in Levelland. 36-62. Groom is winning this one in the third quarter against Klondike. Ballinger still losing. Spearman 21, Ballinger 0. Hopefully they can make a little comeback. Haltom against Sagnell, Boswell 24, Haltom 7. Rankin against Sterling City. Sterling City, bang, they came back just like that. Like we said at the halftime, they probably could. 86-74, and oh my goodness, what a just instant highlight there. Jonesboro against May 62, Jonesboro 16. Westbrook against Garden City, 26-0. Garden City is losing that one. Lubbock Cooper against Abilene Wiley, 21-2 in the third quarter. Gilmore against Abbott, 60-34. Gilmore Union Hill is taking that one. Blum against St. Joe, 34-14. That's still a halftime score. Kennedy Mason, 20-12. That's a halftime score. 28-8. That's the Snook Yorktown score. Snook is winning that one in the second quarter. Hamlin against Petrolia. Hamlin's up 34-0 in the halftime. Wink and Wellington are tied right now at 14 in the third quarter. El Paso Eastwood against El Paso Coronado, 43-0 right now, Eastwood. Eastland against Bells. Eastland's up 21-8 at halftime. Windthorst against Archer City, 35-0. Malakoff versus Pottsboro, 32-2 Malakoff. Cristobal Bruni, halftime. Chris Stovall. The Cougs,
Yep.
38. Bruni, 14 halftime. Iowa Park against Lubbock Estacado, 21-14. Iowa Park is winning. Lubbock Estacado was winning earlier when we checked to look at it. Mart against Lovelady. Mart, 34. Lovelady, nothing. Graham against Perryton, 35-0. Graham's taking that one. Sweetwater is losing right now only by 2 points, 16-14. Euless Trinity, 35. Weatherford, nothing. Spring Lake Earth against Borden County, 71-16. South Lake Carroll against Northwest Eaton, 35-10. That's a halftime score. Grandview versus Tatum, 28-10. That's a halftime score. And a bunch of these are going to be final, and you can check all of them out at SanJoeLive.com/scores. Brought to you by Deersky & Deersky Realtors, the real estate professional in Texas. You can find all of these plus more right here on SanJoeLive.com/scores. And this has been the Trammell Live Desk, brought to you by Joe's Ice House.
All righty. Thank you, sir. Trammell, forwarding you now a highlight from Wall there in Snyder, Texas. This is going to, Wall just took the lead in that one. And Christian, we also have some good news from San Angelo
We have more than good news. We have great news. Malachi Brown completes a long bomb to Tyler Hill for a nice, about 40-yard touchdown just on a nice fade. And that puts it at 31-24, but Permian's not letting go. I mean, they just completed a screen, which you don't see from them, for another 50 yards. They're in our red zone. So.
Oh man, okay. Trammell, if you check the airdrop on the old computer there.
Yeah, yeah, I got it. You want the touchdown? Or you want the whole highlight?
The touchdown there.
Okay, yeah. Let me pull that up real quick for you.
All right, so as Christian just said, and this just ended the third quarter of play from San Angelo Stadium. Permian, man, these guys, they run the football. This is kind of playing into their wheelhouse. If they're playing with the lead, it's going to be good.
Yep.
Because they can kind of control the pace.
Yeah, they really can. I mean, we just need Central to have that one stop. Just one stop is crucial right now for Malachi.
They got to bow up. Big time.
Definitely.
All right, Trammell, let's take a look.
Here it is, a score update. We're from Snyder, Texas right here, 14-14 Wall against Bushland until this play right here. There we go. We got a triple option, but guess what? We're going to throw it. Wall Hawks are going to throw the touchdown. That's right. That's going to bring the lead up to 21-14.
Gage Haskins.
There we go.
Love to see it.
There you go. That's what you want. Gage Haskins to who? That man right there. Chase Rios. That's a touchdown. Was that Chase Rios right there?
No, that is not Chase Rios. That's a number 3. But hey,
oh,
he's
sorry.
Rapping number 3, so.
sorry.
That's the Gabaldon old one there.
Right. Either way, that's a touchdown for the Wall Hawks, and that's going to bring it 21-14.
21-14. All right. So, hey, we were just talking about that. Wall needed some defense. They got some defense. And they got in the end zone.
And they got a little bit of air under the ball, too, and it got them right in the end zone.
Yeah, so, but as for getting into the end zone, I'll tell you what, Mojo is now to about the 1-yard line of the Central side of the field. Not looking good. This Central defense needs something to happen right now, quick, fast.
Well, I think there might have been a flag on that one. Let's see what the ref has to call. Oh, it's on the defense. Never mind.
Okay.
So I have I said earlier that it was 21-14. Wall was winning, but it's actually 20-14, and Wall did not get the extra point. So that I said what was the over under? 6?
Yep. Over under. No. That was the line.
The line's at 6. So it's sitting at 6 right now, boys. We're gonna have to find out and see what happens.
Yeah. So. As it stands, that goes in favor of Gabaldon there.
Love to see it.
All right, so the not-so-good news. Christian, I'll let you deliver the bad news.
Well, we got another triple option score from Mojo. They're right there on the 1. Getting 1 yard with the triple option is, money for them. So they go up right now 37-24 without the extra point, which is ensuing right now.
Yeah, they're...
and it'll be 38. Yep, 38-24.
I said that Central needed to stop right in this drive. Well, eventually that's gonna. Those saying the drives need to stop, the defense needs to come up with a stop.
There's only
so many of those you can have.
There's only a limited amount of time, Manny, and I mean it's already in the fourth quarter. we just need to keep scoring touchdowns and just pray that that Central defense really steps up because that's what they need.
Well, Permian is certainly making things interesting as we head into that one down the stretch of this game. Trammell, what are you seeing from Snyder?
So we just saw a first down by Bushland right here. They're moving the football. They're already on the opponent's territory. He takes a long shot right here, and he catches it. Oh, my goodness. That's going to be 1st and goal for Bushland. I mean, what a bomb. He threw about a 50-yard bomb right there, and they're hurrying up. They're like, get on the football. They're going to try to go take advantage of this wall defense as it's getting set right here. We're going to see what happens. Shaky camera takes it anyways. Quarterback draw, and looks like that's going to get to the 1-yard line. Doesn't look like he got in yet, but 2nd and goal on the 1-yard line for the Bushland Falcons here.
Wow, what a drastic change of events as we saw there.
Yeah, this Bushland team, they can throw it, so anything can really happen very quickly. Takes the handoff right, just another no-yard gain. It's still going to be, maybe he lost a yard on that one. It's going to be 3rd and 2 on the 3rd and goal on the 2-yard line. So we'll see what happens.
Trammell, do you play for the touchdown, or we'll ask?
I'm sorry. Yeah, definitely right here. You have to go for the touchdown. If you're going to want to throw it here too, because this Wall Hawk has already seen you throw these little inside runs really quick. So you're going to want to throw the ball here. You're going to want something quick, and you're going to want something fast. So we'll see what he does. He's going to take it. He's going to roll right, but they got defenders everywhere. And, he picks it off the end zone. That's a Wall interception in the end zone with all the pressure back there. Quarterback just throws it and hopes something happens. And you know what happened? That's an interception. Wall Hawks interception in the end zone. They're going to take over the ball, keep the lead, and it's their ball on the 8-yard line.
Exactly what you didn't want right there.
My goodness.
Wow.
Trammell, I want your reaction. So when you see that there, when you see the interception of what we saw tonight with Wall,
that's twice. I mean, that's twice we've seen Wall being in like a position where, oh my gosh, we really need the defense to step up. And guess what's happening? The defense is not only stepping up, but it's playing phenomenal. I mean, I've been watching Wall for 3 years, and I haven't seen a defense that's doing stuff like this. So the only question is their offense going to be able to put them in a good enough position and taking a time off that clock where this whole offensive dilemma is not going to matter?
All right. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter from Snyder, Texas, courtesy of Joe's Ice House and Eggemeyer's General Store. What do you think, Trammell? They're a little past the 5-7 yard line?
Yeah, they're actually sitting about the maybe 5.5 or 6. So they actually lost yards there. It's going to be 2nd and about 12. One goes in motion, and he's going to pitch it out to him and makes one miss, but maybe gets 3 out of it. Maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't even get to the 10-yard line on that one. If he does, he's barely on it. So it's going to be 3rd and about 7 for the Hawks. Do you want to throw it here and risk interception, or do you want to just kind of hope on your defense, just run the ball? If you don't get it, it's okay. You can punt. Either way, not a great position that the Hawks are in right now, but also with that defensive play, you can't really complain too much.
Well, they become extremely predictable in times like this because, if you do throw the football, you run a huge risk.
But right here, you have 10 in the box. I mean, you can't have if there's 11 men on the field, you have 9 players in the box right there. I don't understand if I'm a coach how you don't throw the ball. You know what I'm saying? Like if you have 9 people packing the box, you're never going to be able to run the football.
Yeah, you got to trust your receivers to get open there,
and
your quarterback to deliver it.
So they did end up running it, and it didn't go anywhere. So it's going to be 4th and about 5, and their punt team does come out. So it looks like the Wall's going to go ahead and punt, but they do have the lead. It's only a 6-point lead, but they do have a lead. So it looks like Coach Guy is really hoping that defense can make a stop.
Wow, and for the defense, it's like, man, how many defensive stops do you have in you before you just kind of just get worn down? Yeah. And that's kind of just
if you look at that punt, and then if you look at that punt, you're still in opponent's territory.
Yeah.
So it's like you can't give your defense. Look, I'm a Houston Texans fan, so I can tell you exactly how this goes. Before Deshaun Watson, before Deshaun Watson, we only had a defense. Okay, J.J. Watt's awesome, Jadeveon Clowney was awesome, and that's all we had. And that defense was awesome. But guess what? The Texans were terrible. Because if you don't have an offense and you put your defense in bad positions, your defense is ultimately going to be bad because they are being put in bad positions. So let's hope something like that doesn't happen tonight against Wall. Like we've seen, they've been playing good and they've been doing it right. So only thing we can do is just watch and find out. So first down there, and they went ahead and tried to run the ball, but it got absolutely nowhere. So it's second down and 10 from the Wallhawks 49-yard line. A little screen pass to the receiver, but man, talk about coming up and making a play. That cornerback ran about a 4.3 right there just to come and catch him. So third down and 10, and hey, we said, oh, this Wallhawk, they put themselves in a bad position. Did they? It's 3rd and 11, and they're on the 50-yard line. So we'll see what happens.
All right. I mean, I feel like I'm a broken record. I mean, they need to stop right here. It's very, very much evident.
So it takes a pass and another screen play, and that one might break, but not enough.
Just shy.
Yep, going to be about 2 yards short, and going to be 4th and 8 from the 40-yard line. If you're in this position, though, especially when you're in high school, this dead zone right here, you always have to go for it. So they're going to go for it, spread out everywhere. No running backs. They're bringing the blitz, though, and he bats it down. It's no good. So Wallhawks going to take over the ball. Better position they would have been at if they wouldn't have punted it. I mean,
how many lives does this defense have?
Man,
I'm going to have to start calling them. These are the Wall Cats. 9 lives.
I mean, honestly, we've seen them, come up with stop after stop this game. And nothing. I mean, and the offense can't produce out of that.
Yeah, but if you just keep wearing that clock out, it's fourth quarter, and that's Coach Guy's 12th man right there, the clock, and he loves to play it. So we'll see what happens. They got 2 receivers up top. They run a little pitch out to the right, and he's going. Oh my goodness, he's going to be a first down and a whole lot more. Going to go all the way down to the 40-yard line. So Wall's moving the ball. Now they're in opponent's territory, guys.
Okay, well, perhaps maybe a little momentum shift here. I mean, we'll see how that kind of pans out. But you would think how that Wall defense has been playing, certainly being able to come up with that last stop there on 4th down. That's huge for them.
Yeah, definitely want the offense to give them a little break, a little breather on the sideline to get them energized for the next drive, for sure. So as much clock as they can waste here.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's pretty much Wall's agenda here. So they're gonna get right here. They actually have a receiver up top, but they still have that tight set, double flexes on both sides, running back in the back. Let's see if anybody moves. Nope. So fumble, but he got back on it. Maybe not a fumble, maybe just a bad read. I thought he may have fumbled it. It's gonna be on the 50-yard line. It's gonna be 3rd and a long ways, though, guys. This is the same thing that we've been talking about. That defense can be very good, but if your offense can't get a yard, it's very tough to play competitive football.
Well, Trammell, you had mentioned the dead zone in this whole thing. Do you think if Wall gets into that position of the 4th down, do they go for this?
Maybe. I don't know. Me personally, if you're relying on your defense, I would rather try to coffin corner them, maybe hit them in a punt that hits them on the 10-yard line. That's a long way to go against that Wall defense.
I agree, definitely.
All right, well, looks like there's perhaps a timeout that's called on the field there. Trammell will come back to you. I know we're working on a number of other things. We'll get back to Trammell.
So would we have a score update from Central?
Yeah, it is. Christian,
it's 38-24.
It's 38-24.
Permian has a crucial 3rd down right now, 3rd and long.
They are driving.
So we're getting up here to that 78 number. Are we gonna hit it, guys?
Permian is making it look pretty easy against the Central defense right now.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. It doesn't look good down the stretch as they are now deep in the heart of Central territory. It is 38-24. Another touchdown. Oof. I think it almost puts the knife in the coffin.
Yeah, definitely. With 7 minutes left, I don't know if that touchdown lead can.
Yeah,
I mean, it'd
we
take a
know
miracle.
Malachi Brown to do some things, but I don't know if he's capable of bringing them back down three touchdowns.
Yeah, that'd be something right there, man.
I mean, we're talking Braden Hucks, Cal Vincent kind of caliber guy at that point.
So. So we actually, my goodness, we have a touchdown, Bushland. We went away from 1 second, and looks like it was a bomb, a huge, long touchdown right here from the, it may have been the punt return. Man, but Bushland ended up scoring right here if they say it was a touchdown.
That would have had to be, yes, that would have had to be a punt return. You're exactly right, Trammell. The way they were positioned.
So let's see what the White Hat's saying. If so, it would make it 20 all, and with the Wall Hawks offense like it's been, you want to be kind of scared if you're, well, they're taking some yards back here. Let's see what they end up doing here.
Looks like they're not going to count the touchdown.
Not the touchdown's not going to count, but either way, it looks like Bushland's going to be in Wall Hawk territory, starting at the 19-yard line, 1st and 10.
Wow.
Yikes. All right, we'll come back to the desk as they head to the sideline momentarily. We just saw San Angelo Central. They gave up yet another touchdown to Mojo. This now makes it
45-24, I believe.
45-24. So there's less than 7 minutes to go left in this ball game.
Yeah, it's definitely it's looking like a 21 skunk. Hopefully we can put some more points up, at least make it look a little prettier. I mean, who knows though? Who knows? 7:08 left in the game, so a lot of ball game left.
Yeah, a lot of ball game, but we are going to have to start seeing some angels in the outfield.
Yeah.
Trammell, what are we going to over here?
So we have that last touchdown by Mojo right here. It was 24-38. Let's go ahead and watch it and see what happens. So just a triple option and fullback dive. First play you learn in a triple option, fullback dive.
Well, so that's what increased Mojo's lead as they are now up 45-24. My goodness, it looks as if Permian will go on to win this ball game tonight. I hate to say that, but man, it's really tough to come back on a team who it'd be one thing if Central was getting some defensive stops.
Yeah,
it'd be one thing for that.
We might be seeing a coin flip for the district championship, guys.
Yeah, you'd have to go back to the late 80s of the Gary Gaines era, perhaps looking at that. Well, let's check back in with Trammell from Snyder, Texas. Trammell, what are you seeing?
So Bushland just got a big run right here. Going to actually split the downs markers. So need about 5 yards, but they're, playing some good football. Wall Hawk defense is playing even better for at least this second half. So we'll see if they can get something going. They got a flex and a running back, 2 out to the right. He's going to take it and roll to the right. Stop, look, and does he find him? No, it's no good. But if you look to his left, he had a wide open receiver.
Wide open
guy right beside the guy he threw it to, but must have been a playmaker. Didn't make the play, but definitely had his hands on the ball. So kudos to the Wall Hawks cornerback right there for just making things happen.
My goodness. All right. So still same score, 20-14, Trammell from Snyder?
Yep, 2014. But the Bushland Falcons are definitely looking to put some numbers on the board right now.
Okay.
So you got a double set, both sides, running back to the left. Quarterback takes the pass, looks right, looks left, and just swarmed up by the Wall Hawk defense. That's going to be a sack, and that's going to bring it all the way to the 20-yard line. It may be third or fourth. It's either third or fourth down, but either way, it's late in the downs. Ref's holding up a fist. That's fourth. That brings it 4th down. They're on the 20-yard line. Looks like Bushland's going to take a break, and we'll go back to you guys.
Oh, wow. Okay. I don't want to give a spoiler alert, but I am seeing seeing a text of what may happen coming up from Snyder, Texas. I'll leave it at that because there's some suspense that could happen certainly here in the next few moments with that. Trammell, I encourage you to stick around in that with that stream there. All right, so a big game. Wow, I mean, it had the makings tonight from San Angelo Stadium to be so much with Permian. This is Permian's first win. This looks like to be Permian's first win against San Angelo Central. I mean, I think on over a decade.
Yeah.
6 straight wins.
Yeah, I mean that's the kind of stranglehold that Central has had on the Little Southwest Conference.
Yeah, Christian, I've seen your Letterman is kind of.
It's taking off. Maybe I should have left it on. What's going on right now? But
there, buddy.
I was getting a little hot. Central's making me nervous.
Let's go back to the Wallhawks here. We got doubles on both sides. Running back to the right. He's taking a look, and he's going to find him right there on a post route. That's going to be a touchdown. Falcons touchdown. That's going to tie the ball game up, but will they take the lead? Oh, man, we're going to have to wait and find
I was talking
out.
about. We'll come back to this here in a few moments, but man.
We're back. So we're back. We're going to see if this extra point goes. It's a tie ball game, so it's pretty important that they get this extra point. I mean, what the heck? We'll see what happens. And timeout. More suspense. The suspense continues, guys.
They're icing their own kicker? Or?
Icing their own kicker, I guess.
That's what that looks like.
Hey, why don't you just sit here and think about it again for a little bit, you know? Sit here and think about it. You know, it's not that far of a kick, right?
Okay, so I mean, let's quarterback this one here. So if Bushland, if they can take the lead at this point, or if something happens here, I'm not going to say that because I think I feel like I can rub the crystal ball here, and I may know what happened, may know what's going to happen with that. So if they don't get the extra point, so it's a tie ball game. Trammell, do we know how much time is left in this game?
We don't. We know it's late in the fourth, though. At least the majority of the fourth quarter has already been surpassed. So we're going to see if they make this kick right here. They are going to line up for the extra kick, so they're not going to go for 2. They only need 1 to take the lead. So we'll just go ahead and see what happens. Man, you're wanting something crazy. Here's it is right here. Blocks the kick, and
oh my God.
That's going to keep it a tie ball game. 2 minutes and 37 seconds left in the game. Wallhawks ball, 2-minute drill. Can they stay alive?
Gosh. I mean, this is exactly what we saw last week. This is exactly what we saw. So this here, let's just jog the memory trail here. So last week in Dublin, Boyd, they had an opportunity to go up on the score in that one by a field goal.
Yep.
Okay, they drove the distance. In fact, it was on a big run. Had an opportunity to go up, shanked the field goal. It was a whole Ray Finkel kind of mess. Laces were out, laces were in. Who knows? But yeah, they missed the field goal. Wall comes back. They go into overtime, and then they get a defensive stop.
So we could see another overtime.
Hey, I love a little overtime football.
Hey, that's extra time right there.
Yeah. Hey, Joe, where's that extra pay?
Extra Joe's live desk.
So extra football, extra coverage there. Trammell, are we seeing anything from a highlight from San Angelo Stadium?
Yeah, I have the Central's last touchdown right here. We have a Central score update. Let's go ahead and get it rolling.
All right.
So brought to you by Joe's Ice House. Remember, the best place for your eats and drinks, all in the drive-thru right here in San Angelo. Let's go ahead and get it going. So 5:49 left, 24-45. Central's down right here. Malachi Brown, he's going to go ahead and take the snap. Looks right, looks left, and finds a man right there. Going to make the catch and go all the way. Not saying it's going to matter much, but it does make it a little closer. 31-45. Central
that was Tyler Hill right there.
Yeah. Tyler Hill, yeah.
The heir apparent to the QB1.
Little QB to QB2.
Yeah, QB to QB. We like to see that.
Yep.
All right. Okay, Trammell, your thoughts on this Wall game, because there's a lot of suspense going on there right now as we speak. So it's 20-20. There's less. Oh my goodness. We got to turn this.
I mean, we can just go think. I don't know. This is just a crazy game. I mean, Wall is so unsuspected. Like, you think 1 week, this is honestly not a good team. Then you see them next week, and you're like, this is the best defense I've ever seen.
Yeah.
But the one thing is common with all of it is this offense is just not good. So with them having to score right here, 2 minutes left in the game, do I think who has a better chance of scoring, Bushland or Wall? I mean, I'm going to have to pick Bushland every time because they just have that ability to make long, big plays.
Well, I think it certainly plays into the hand of Wall a little bit here because they can kind of work the clock, and if they can get to I'll say this: if they can get to overtime, man, anything can happen with them because all you truly need is just that one stop.
That's very true, man. That's very true.
So, man, we're going to see how this one kind of evolves a little bit. In fact, let's go back to Snyder.
So screenplay here by the Hawks, and he might actually get a little room to run there.
Get out of bounds.
Maybe got a first down. Yeah, looks like chains are moving. So first down for the Wall Hawks on that one.
Kai Herbert action there.
Yeah, it's going to be on the 33-yard line. And, hey, there's less than 2 minutes now. The clock is stopped because you went out of bounds, but still, this clock is running quick. Wall cannot move this ball fast, so it's going to be really tough for them. Not saying I can't. They've had trouble in the past of moving this ball fast. So if something doesn't happen in a hurry, this may be that overtime game you're talking about, Manny. So second play right there, they go ahead and give it to the running back, and it gets absolutely nowhere. They actually lose yards right there, so now they're on the 35-yard line. Actually, no, excuse me. They gained 2 yards. Excuse me.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it out of the realm of possibility for Wall maybe just to hold on to the football and go to overtime.
So here we go. He's actually going to pass it. Has a block and a wide open throw, but interception. Oh! He threw an interception, but we got yellow flags everywhere.
Could be passing.
He threw an interception in his own. Oh my goodness! On his own side of the field, that would be a huge game changer for the Wall Hawks. That's pretty bad, but they're making sure that mark right there is set because they might say this interception was good. We got pass interference. We have a face mask on the defense. Looks like first down Wall Hawks. Yeah,
send them 15 yards down the field.
So they called a face mask on a person that did not even have the ball. So honestly, maybe you could say that's a dumb penalty almost, but either way, it's going to be first down, and now they're already itching past enemy territory right there. So 49-yard line, and they got saved on that one. Talk about just...
You would think there's probably, roughly about 2 minutes left to go. Maybe
I would say maybe 2 minutes to go, if not less. So he pitches it, and oh my goodness, he pitches it and fumbles it.
Oh.
He fumbles the pitch. So that's going to... You can't call that one a face mask. That's going to be first down and 10 for the Falcons. There's got to be less than 2 minutes left in this game. It's 20-20. Man, you saw two. Oh, my goodness. First play, almost interception. Second play, definite fumble. Manny, it's all up to the defense now. Do you feel confident with that overtime?
I don't. If they can get to overtime, yes. But right now, they're treading on a very fine line to just get to that point. And I don't know how they do that.
So trips to the left. Quarterback's going to just keep it and run. He got 5 or 6 out of that. It's going to be on the 34-yard line, and they're moving it, and they're in a hurry-up offense, which this Bushland team has no problem doing. Doubles on each side every play. Running back to the right, and it's just another quarterback run, but this time he's not going to get anywhere. Going to get to about the 32-yard line, but not exactly what you want. It's going to be a first down, so chains are going to move, so it's going to stop the clock. But overall, you can't really say anything bad about this Bushland team because they've been playing a really good Hawk defense and still putting up scores. So a run right up the gut, and he's going to get a long ways on this one, all the way to like the 22-yard line. Another first down, so the chains are going to continue to move. The clock is going to continue to stop. Double running backs again, and they're going to hand it off again. They just don't care about this Wall defense. They're just going to run it all over them. So that time was nowhere to go. maybe got back to the line of scrimmage, so it's going to stay on the 22nd yard line, going to be second down. This clock is still running, but they don't want to give any time left on that clock for Wall to do anything.
Wow. So, I mean, they are in potential field goal range.
Yeah, and the way those quarterback draws, that's all they're doing. They're just not even trying to throw this ball. They're just running it, trying to run it up the Wallhawks' throat, and hopefully maybe break one, but worst case scenario, just put themselves in a position to win the game.
Wow. Trammell, I'm going to send you a little something here that you may have some interest in. But I tell you, this is a very good ball game that we're seeing here. But yeah.
So got a timeout here, and Snyder, we go back to y'all guys.
Yeah, Trammell, if you want to check the
I got it.
airdrop.
I already got it.
And in fact, we'll go back to that when you have a moment, because this will tell the tale of what's actually going to happen in this game.
That's right. We got the sneak peek. Y'all thought that was a live score. Here's what's really going on.
All right,
so the Wallhawks, they made the stop they needed. It's 3rd and 9 on the 21-yard line, 3.4 seconds left. Like I said, was Bushland setting themselves up ready to win this football game? We are about to find out, or will there be overtime action for 2 weeks in a row for the Wallhawks? We're going to find out. It's all going to be on this field goal. So let's see. He takes the kick. The kick is up, and he missed it left. It's no good.
Man.
So we're going to have overtime football in Snyder, Texas for the Wallhawks.
Oh, my gosh.
I love this show, man. I love this show. That's great.
We can't make up this drama, folks. I mean, I wish we could. In fact, we'll take another look at this here from the live stream.
And there it is. It's up, and that ref said,
no. He had to lean back.
Yeah, lean back to the left side.
Fat Joe.
Okay.
So Wallhawks, they're going in again. Hey, last week they picked what they pick, Manny? They wanted defense first?
Yeah, they did go defense first. In fact, that's what Bellini has just told us. Wall will go on defense first. Bushland will take the ball from the 20-yard line. I'm speechless at this point because, with the kids from Wall, when they play this kind of game, when teams play with them like this, this favors Wall because they play that gritty type of football.
Yeah, they do.
And you just don't know what's going to happen.
They live for these games or something, man. They love it. They love it.
I mean, they're truly built for that. That's just how they are out in Wall America. But man, for 2 weeks in a row, just to go head-to-head in overtime.
Man, those coaches are going through something. I bet their fingernails are all the way down to the to the cuticle.
I mean, and you look at the playbook, you look at the call sheet. I mean, I bet that thing's just all wore out.
Yeah,
it's
man.
like, what do I do now? It's like, heck, let's just throw it away. Hey, just go downfield. Let's see what happens. So, we'll see what happens with that. James Bellini is efforting a few things. We will also take a look at the live stream. Unfortunately, folks, for your Central Bobcats, it looks like they're going to take one on the chin tonight. 58-31. They're down to Mojo with about 3:18 left in this ball game. And, Trammell, I think you got the over-under with the Permian game.
What was the final score of that?
Right now it's still going on 58-31. So it's 89?
Hey, let's go. There we go.
Let's go.
Who took the over? That would be you, Manny.
Oh, Manny.
And Christian, I'm going to have to say the spread. Not a good pick, buddy.
Yikes.
Not a good pick, bud.
Big yikes.
Trammell, so thoughts on Wall going into overtime for the second straight week?
Well, we saw them do it week 1, and we saw them win, but this is a way different team. This is a team that looks feisty, likes to score a lot of points. So we'll see what happens. We're about to get a kickoff soon, so we'll have the live feed here. Can't say that about any other San Angelo place.
Well, do you like the fact that Wall is going on defense first?
Because in high school playoffs, it's a lot different. NFL playoffs, you want the ball first, so you score first, you win. But right here, you need to play defense first because then next play, if you get a stop, you can kick a field goal on first down and win.
Yeah.
So it's very, very key that they get a good stop right here, get a good push on defense, and just show them that, hey, we've done this all game. Let's just keep it going.
Well, we are most definitely going to see a finish, a fight to the finish line in Snyder, Texas tonight as we rejoin the broadcast there. And
Here we
as
go.
Said, Bushland will get the ball first.
25-yard line. Bushland's got the ball. They're spread out. Full spread. No running backs. 3 to the left, or 3 to the right, 2 to the left. And he's just a quarterback run. He said, we just thought it kind of worked last time. Let's see if it'll work again. It does not.
That defense, that wall defense, that young gun.
Hungry.
Front seven. These guys came to play today, man. This is what you got to love about Texas high school football. This is what you most definitely got to love about the playoffs and what we're getting tonight. In fact, we were seeing...
so they caught the ball, but it was not a first down. So it's going to bring up 3rd and about 1 right here for Bushland. Remember, this is do or die if they don't get it. So it's very important that they can go ahead and do it. Quarterback draw, but the Wall Hog defense got the stop. 4th down and 2 yards. Quarterback draw twice on one drive. Twice it doesn't get any yards. So what are they going to do here? Are they going to more than likely throw it since it looks like the run is not going to work?
So is it 4th down?
It's 4th and 2.
Okay, I don't even know, man.
I don't know either.
They like to throw. If they do, they like to have like a quarterback roll out in a certain way to have that draw, or they like to just have him sit for a second and pick an outside one way. It's not an inside run nonetheless, but either way, it hasn't worked either time. So we're gonna get a timeout right here. We can go back to y'all and we can see what's actually going down.
I think they're gonna dig deep into the goodie bag over there.
They're gonna have to find something that's meaningful to get past. I think they got to get this. They got to get the first down.
Yeah,
got to get the first down. I don't know if you necessarily go deep. I think you try to at least get to the sticks. To at least live to fight another day.
Yeah, that's true. But who knows? Maybe they'll catch him off guard and try and throw one deep.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Who knows?
That's what I'm afraid of as we kind of look ahead to that one there. So, man, a very, very big ball game that's going on out in Snyder, Texas tonight. Let's see. All right, we appreciate all that are joining us tonight. It's been one heck of a night, to say the least. It's been a tough night for the Central Bobcats. For the Wall Hawks, well, it's getting very interesting, and we're going to take you back out to Snyder.
So fourth down and 2, fakes the handoff with a screen pass, and going to get the first down barely. He broke a tackle, at least made him miss far enough to get the first down. So not exactly 1st and goal, but 1st and 10 on the 11-yard line. So they're going to have 2 receivers to the right with 2 running backs in here in a split-out position. Going to hand it to the one on the left coming right, but it gets absolutely nowhere. Man, that Wall Hog defense is just tough, and especially that front 7, those are some big old cornbread boys.
With your season on the line, I mean, that's how you got to be. Those big boys are really holding down the run game right there.
Okay, well, I will say this.
All right, Manny, don't spoil it. I see you over there trying to spoil it.
About to happen.
All right. We have men on the boots on the ground, so we know what's going to happen, but we'll let you see it out for yourself. 2 running backs, 2 receivers to the right. Let's see what happens. Sends one to the left. He's going to go boot right and gets the screen play. Goes ahead and gets about to the 11-yard line. And it's going to bring up 3rd down and basically 3rd and goal, guys, because if right here you don't have to score if you get to the first 1-yard line, you get a first down. But still, basically 3rd and goal here. You definitely think they're going to throw the ball? You think they're going to throw the ball, guys?
I believe so, yeah.
Well, good thing I have a cheat sheet, and I know they're going to throw the ball because I've already been told what's going to happen. So we'll just go ahead and see what happens. We got trips to the left. We got a running back to the right. He's going to go. He's going to look to the guy on the right, but throws it right to the linebacker. That's going to be an interception for Wall. And is he going to take it? Oh, he makes a couple miss, but lost camera, but looks like he's going to be down. So, Manny, is there a chance we might see a Wall victory in this next couple minutes?
You know, I'm not ruling out anything at this point. just because Gabe Haskins, what that kid could do. Last week they drew this up beautifully. They saw a mismatch with Chase Rios. I don't know if that mismatch exists this week, but man, they had something in their hip pocket that they were saving. In fact, Coach Houston Guy told me after the game that they were wanting to go for a trick play if that wasn't going to work. So,
Manny, did they not flip fields? Did they not flip the field?
They do not flip they'll flip. I think they flip it in the next overtime.
Okay.
They do happen to go over the next overtime.
All right, so we got a tight set here. We have no receivers on each side, but we got 2 flexes and 2 tight ends. We got a running back in the backfield, like 20 in the box right here from for the other team, for Bushland here. Looks like it's going to be just a little baby run and gets a little baby yard, maybe.
Those trenches aren't baby.
Yeah. Oh, those boys down there aren't baby, that's for sure. But that yardage definitely was. So.
Okay, well, we did say tonight that the Wall place kicker, his range is 45. So
he's missed a few though. He has missed.
Yeah,
a few.
he has missed.
Time for redemption.
He has missed a few, and it looks like they're going to get backed up right here. So it's going to take him out of field range.
Okay, yeah.
I don't care if you have a 45. You don't have that 45 in a playoff overtime game.
And not in the Class 3A level. You don't have a kid that has that kind of leg.
Right.
I mean, we're talking. Rob Grunk, or we're talking.
Yeah, right here. That's like what's his name, Harrison Buckner.
Harrison Buckner.
Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and pull another tight set out right here. No receivers out, but we got 2 tight ends, 2 flexes. That running backs in the back. Let's see what triple option they run here. It's gonna be a swing play. Oh, it's a double pass.
What'd I say?
And it's no good, though. He threw it into double coverage, so it looks like Bushland was all the way prepared for that. So no Wallhawk win right here, but they're still going.
What did I say about that? So I told you last week that they had
something up their sleeve.
They had a trick play in the quiver there. So
that wasn't bad. That was a nice little jet sweep to a pass.
It was in double coverage. It would have been different if it wasn't in double coverage, man. But at least if it was 1-on-1, I think he would have had a little bit more chance for that.
I like the setup though. They're always sending that receiver out. They're always sending him on that motion. So if you can get him on that jet sweep thinking, but it's going to be big yardage they're going to need right here, and they're going to just pitch it. We'll see what happens. He's going to run and get all the way about to the 27-yard line. So he's got a little ways to go there. Going to have to get to the 15-yard line. So about 15 to go. And Wall does not throw the football very good. It's 3rd down. So they're going to have to at least pick up half of it to at least be able to give him a chance for 4th down.
Man.
So they're going to actually bring out 2 receivers right here to the right. The coach is standing on the field as if he's a player, but now we're going to go ahead and call a timeout. So we'll go back to you guys at the desk.
Okay, so let's kind of play a little devil's advocate, perhaps a little Nostradamus here. If in doubt, if Wall gets to the 20-yard line, that would make it. So if it's now 3rd down. If they get to the 20-yard line, that would make it a 37-yard field goal.
Mm-hmm. Kick it.
What do you do?
I say kick it. I mean, might as well, I think. If they miss it, it's back on their defense.
They go second overtime.
I have enough faith in my defense. I say kick it, if anything. I mean, you have seen some struggles from your kicker, but might as well hand it to him in a big, crucial moment.
Yeah. All right. Speaking of moments, Christian, I think we have a little bit of bad news.
Sad moment. 58-38 Permian. Crushes Central in this one, and it crushes my heart. So
I think all of us across San Angelo and the Concho Valley are certainly feeling that tonight. Wow. I don't think we expected that margin to happen tonight, but man, Permian certainly dropped in and
hey, these things happen. They lost 3 early, but they had a great winning streak going.
Yeah,
so
phenomenal winning streak.
And just because they lost doesn't mean district championship's completely out of the picture.
All right, Gabe, what's going on here?
So some more dirty laundry. Let's see what they're going to go ahead and say. We got offsides on the Wall Hawks. So just in case it wasn't hard enough, we're going to go ahead and make it just a little bit harder. It's going to be 3rd down and about 20 now. So they're going to have to pull something out of the not even bag of trips, but trips to the Catholic church.
They truly need to get to about. I mean, okay, so if you do get to the 20-yard line, I mean that's
you have to at least make. You have to. What I said for the last one before they got the penalty was they had to get half of it. Now they're going to have to get more than half of that back, because if not, they're going to put themselves way out of range. So quarterback takes the snap, he's all pass all day long, and just throws it to the single receiver up there and overthrew him a little bit. So going to bring up 4th and about 20 here. We may be going into double overtime here for Wall Hawk football.
All right. Let's see. Oh, my goodness. All right. So
4th and 20. Do you punt? I'm just kidding. Only jokes, guys. We're in overtime here. We're no puntings allowed.
Heck no.
There's no punting in overtime.
So they're gonna figure something out. Manny, are we seeing another double pass, or are they already well aware of what that could be?
We're gonna have. I'm seeing something that come across. Well, let's see what happens here. So 4th down. Oh boy.
Lob it up. Was that
Did he catch that? So we got a pass, and he did catch it.
Wow.
That's a Wall Hawk first down. That's huge for Wall. That's probably one of the biggest plays they've had all night, if not the whole season.
That looked like
right
just
there.
a hole in the
That's
defense
a
right
first
there.
down.
That's a first down. That was 4th and 20. And they
Fourth
got
and a mile.
25, and they got 25 out of it.
All of a sudden, they're looking like the air raid offense here.
1st and goal. Let's see, 12 in the box. No receivers. Got a whole bunch of people in there. They just instantly, no one touches that guy, and they end up getting a sack. Got a little streaming error here, but ended up getting the sack. It's going to set them back on the 12-yard line.
Haskins is down.
I don't know if, hey, but if you're a Wall Hawks, that's not saying that, I hope Gabe Haskins is okay. I'm just saying you have Drew Morrison, who ran quarterback for a very long time throughout the whole entire season. So, if there's any position that you'd like to go down, maybe the quarterback position isn't the worst one for those Wall Hawks. But we'll go back to you guys for a break.
Wow. So it appears Gabe, I'm seeing a potential ankle injury in that. So we'll see what happens throughout the duration of this ball game. If Gabe Haskins is able to go for the remainder of this ball game, or if we bring in Drew Morrison.
Hey, it might be his number called. I mean, it's not a bad backup to have. It's like what you see in New Orleans with Drew Brees. You got Jameis Winston as
right.
I think they're starting Taysom Hill this week. So I mean, you're in good hands, really. So I mean, dude's a brute, and they're inside the 15, 10.
And, he's a little bigger bodied. He's kind of more fitted when they do those quarterback keeps, in my opinion.
He's a burly boy.
Able to barrel over some of those people.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So go ahead. It's 2nd down and about 12 here for the Wall Hawks. Another tight set, but actually they got receivers out here to the right side. Nobody out to the left, so we're probably going to swing out here with it in a pitch out. And going to get the corner, going to get some more, and goes out of bounds at about the 7-yard line. So 3rd and 7, man, that's a great response to that first down where they lost a lot of yards. You were able to get at least some of it there. So you have 2 plays to get 7 yards for Wall Hawks. You got to love that.
Well, so they're now within. Are they just outside the 10-yard line?
Yeah. So they're actually on the 8-yard line. Excuse me, not the 7. So they got another tight set here, 7-yard line. It's 3rd down. We'll see what happens here. Sends one to the left. Oh, miss snap. Didn't actually grab the snap. So they did get on top of it, though. So we're going to have to replay that down. It's going to be 4th down. Do we see what quarterback we got in this game?
It looked like that may have been a Drew Morrison sighting.
Either way, we're going to try to kick the field goal. His range is 45, if you heard Manny earlier.
That's what he told me last week.
We'll see how 30 looks right here. So 30-yard field goal, and he's going to get set. We'll see what happens. Takes the snap, and the kick is up, and the kick is right. He missed it. Man.
What in the world is going
on? What a tough game for the freshman kicker out here.
Goodness.
I don't know how how we're going to survive tonight.
My goodness.
Double overtime we go. Let's switch sides of the field. Okay, I'll ask you this, Christian Gabaldon. First and foremost, have you ever been in a double overtime game?
I have not, and I can't imagine what those players are feeling right now. I mean, you see the cameraman shaking over there. I mean, those players must be dead tired over there, or at least they will be after the game for sure. I mean, right now I'm sure they still have their adrenaline going. But
oh my gosh!
And that poor kicker, man, feel for you, man.
Trammell, we'll ask you that same. I'll direct that question to you. Have you been in a double overtime game yourself, sir?
Yeah, one time in Loveland against Denver City. I think it was actually 2014, so my first year on varsity I think as a junior. We played in Denver City. We went to 4 overtimes.
Oh my
Four
gosh.
overtimes where we scored on every single overtime, both of us except for the last one, and we lost.
Man.
Mustangs.
Well, I will say this. My hometown Cristobal Cougars, they pulled out the dub tonight, 72-30. They are headed off to the third round of the Texas High School Football Playoffs. 11-man for the first time.
Big time.
For the first time in an 11-man era. So a big win for them over Bruni tonight as they advance on to play for the first time in the Thanksgiving weekend of the 11-man era. And mind you, also, Pilot Point Shallow Water. This is, in fact, we will see the winner of this game right now that we're seeing, Wall v. Bushland. They will get the winner of Pilot Point Shallow Water. It appears now Pilot Point Shallow Water is a final, as Pilot Point has now won this one 48-26.
Remember, they blew out the Wall Hawks last year in that third round matchup.
Yeah. So I mean, if Wall can get back to that, that's what we're looking like.
So here we go. Wall got the ball. Sorry, that's a very hard thing to say. Wall got the ball. Sorry. Wall got the ball first here. First down. Didn't really go anywhere. But actually, this is probably not the first down of the drive, but they actually just got the first down on that play. So it looks like it's going to be 1st and 10 on the 15-yard line. Heck, can we see Wall get on the board? And if we do, that really increases their chance to win right here. If Wall can ever score, we might see something crazy happen. So right now, that number 12 right there at quarterback, that's also their Mike linebacker, Drew Morrison. We'll see if he's still got the thing going. And yeah, he's going to take it right there, get all the way down to the 10-yard line, get half of it. Oh, he gets to the 4, excuse me. He gets 6 yards out of it. So that's a 2nd and 4 on the 9-yard line. Shoot, Manny, is Drew going to take him to the finish line?
He's going to have to. He's going to have to.
That's right. I mean, I guess you're right. They don't have any other choice, but we'll see what happens. They're bringing in the play right now. Bushland coach is on the sideline, man, just trying to enter the game. Listen in the huddle.
I will
see what's going on. So quarterback's going to keep it. Drew Morrison's trucking through there, gets all the way to the 2-yard line, but doesn't able to get it in there. Man, but that's super close. 1st and goal on the 3-yard line. Guys, all Coach Guy's saying right now is, Drew, just keep it and go score. Just do your thing,
hold on to
man.
The ball and get in
You
there.
balled out all year long before I replaced you, so keep doing what I did before.
Yeah, this is the kind of football that plays into their hand, and certainly with the Drew Morrison kind of kid, if they need points right now, this is the guy that's going to get it for them.
So here it is. We're going to see if he does get it. We got receivers out to the left, and just a QB sweep to the left, and it's not going to go anywhere. Loses a yard, so it's actually going to be on the 4-yard line. 2nd down and 4. 2nd and goal on the 4-yard line.
Oh boy. Okay.
Most of the time when we watch these games, we can play this game. Do we throw it? Do we pass it? It's very hard to play that game with balls.
I think
know
this is
they're
very
probably going to
obvious.
throw this. They're not throw this ball. They're going to run this ball definitely. Another triple option right here. Drew Morrison has came into this game and barreled his way through this Bushland Falcon defense and put Wall actually in a position to win this football game. So let's see what happens. He's going to keep it once again, and that's going to get about to the inch-yard line. And it's going to be 3rd and, like I said, about an inch. So knocking on the doorstep here. Bushland, you're going to have to start getting something and stopping the quarterback dive and draw and sweeps, because that's all the Wall has ran this whole entire drive was just quarterback runs.
Well, it's hard to stop a man like Drew Morrison, a young man who's just freaking a brute, and he's showing it right now.
Oh yeah, man, he's bigger than me. He's about 6'2", probably $185. I mean, he's pretty big and pretty solid. He plays Mike linebacker, so he's not scared of those hits, and just going to make a quarterback sneak.
He's in? Is he in?
I'm seeing one by with his hand up, but I don't see it. Nope. I don't see. Yeah, I got a touchdown from the left referee over there. So that's going to be a Wall Hog touchdown.
Oh, man.
Drew Morrison, quarterback sneak to the left, makes it a touchdown, and that's going to bring the lead up to 26-0. Wall gets on the board first here in overtime. Took him to the second overtime, but they got on the board. Will they kick the field goal? We've known they've had troubles doing it all night, but let's go ahead and see what's going on. The kicker's getting back there. Everyone's lined up. Let's see what happens. The takes a snap, kick is up, and the kick is good. That's going to be 27-0. Wallhawks are winning this football game right now.
I tell you, you take them to overtime, you're asking for a heartbreak.
Someone's got to go home.
Yeah, somebody's going home with an L tonight, and at this moment, it doesn't look like it's going to be the Wallhawks, leading now 27-20 as we head into overtime in the final portion of overtime number 2. It's Bushland's backs are absolutely to the wall.
Well,
right
yes,
now.
we're asking a lot of Drew Morris right now to also lead that defense for another stop as he's playing the Mike linebacker, or Will, whichever one.
Right.
He's got to lead that defense to another stop.
He's that Mike linebacker. He's right in there filling those gaps, hitting those holes, man.
And
he's out there working hard, and you see him. He's right there. Look, you right there. Where's he at? Number 12. Let's see if he's out there, actually. Oh, yeah, right here.
Oh, they ain't
there he is. The man right there. QB1. Mike linebacker. Right now, it looks like he's actually more lined up in like a safety position, huh?
Yeah, it looks like it. Maybe that's just their
yeah, so
scheme against
they're going to
the
just
spread.
take a shot on first down. We're going to get a little lag
he's got
here.
someone open right there.
Oh, guys, we're getting a lag.
He had a seam open.
Here it is. So he takes the shot and...
Oh, that's a touchdown.
No, he dropped it. He dropped it. So what a
He had someone
stop.
wide open right there. Oh, man.
Okay, Trammell, I just sent you something here. Oh, boy. Okay.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry, I didn't mean to go with that. Is this from Wall?
Yes. So this here, this is...
Are we fast forwarding live?
Yes, we are fast forwarding this as we speak. So this is following Wall's touchdown drive here. Bushland going for it. This is now their opportunity to score.
And he is up and touchdown.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so we'll check that out. Look at that ball right there, just
what a
right in the end zone.
So I'm hearing now Bushland is officially going for 2. They are playing for the right to advance to the next round.
We can wait and see exactly.
Yeah,
we can watch it live. I want your real reaction, Manny. I want to see how you feel when the Wallhawks don't get the 2 points.
Oh my goodness.
We'll see what happens. So here it is. He's gonna scroll, run for his life, and just a bomb down the field, and that's a touchdown.
The defense, man. Gosh, what a way to get scored on with that. Because they did what they needed to do on that play.
Yeah, exactly what they
So
needed
as we
to do.
heard earlier, they are going to go for 2, so we're skeptical on what they're going to do here. We've seen them run the ball with absolutely no, what's the word I'm looking for?
Remorse?
No, with they're not doing a very good job at running the ball, but what they are doing a good job is throwing the ball. So it's like, do you think they're going to throw it here, or do you think they're going to run it here? What do you think, guys?
Man.
Maybe if they have like a pick play up their sleeve, that would be perfect right now.
If they're able to, this close, I would think they probably do what they do best, and they probably throw the football, whether it be something that's incredible, whether it's over the middle or if it's a screen or something like that to set them up with that. I think they kind of stick with what got them there at that point.
For one of these teams, it's going to be a heartbreaker, though.
It is.
Man, I mean, I can't imagine.
Here we go. We're going to see what happens. So, man, either way, this has been a great football game. And if you love football, you are not disappointed by this game at all. Either it's offense or it's defense, but this game has just been on the wire all night long, as we knew it would be. But will they be able to hang on through this victory here? So they're going to go for 2. If Wall gets the stop, they win. But if they don't, they lose. Here is the final play of this football game. So they're going to send one, but, oh, what do we got here? Another timeout. We got a timeout by Wall here, so we'll go back to you guys at the desk, and we'll try to make some sense out of this.
All right. Well, Trammell, I think we may have made some sense out of that. If you want to check that out. Oh, man. What just a mind-boggling game. Wall's defense has just been able to
Can you say that again, Manny?
come up with so many different things tonight. But I tell you what, it's been a heck of a ball game in the sense that they haven't given up. You know, they truly have not given up. Oh, man, that's not that. Let's see.
Got it. I got it.
It's games like this that really make you appreciate the players out there on those Friday nights.
No,
you know, giving it their all.
Absolutely.
So here it is. If y'all want to take a look, the final play of the game here. So remember, if they don't get it, they lose. If they get it, they beat the Wall Hawks. So a little throwback route here, and that's going to be for the 2-point conversion. And that's going to be it for the Wall Hawk football season. The Wall Hawks are going to be exited in the second round. Bushland is going to end up beating them on a throwback route right here.
Yikes.
We can watch it all day long, but you know what, guys? It ain't going to change much. Wall Hawks lose this football game.
Oh my gosh. Man, it's just a drop back. He was wide along. Okay, that's about enough.
Oh, man.
We'll take one last look at this play, and man, just wide open in the end zone. It doesn't get much easier than that. Bushland will advance to the Class 3A Division I regional quarterfinal round where they will get Pilot Point. This has got to be something for the Texas high school football playoff. Certainly Class 3A Division I for the first time in years that it's not having the Wall Hawks this deep in the playoffs. I mean, usually these kids they've gone on, you know, playing or preparing for Thanksgiving weekend.
Exactly, 3-4 weeks in.
Yeah.
I mean, that's exactly what you would expect from them.
And it's not quite happening tonight. It's not going to happen this
I can't
year.
imagine, what's his face? The guest we had, the announcer, his reaction right now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, poor guy. Poor guy.
Perry Cunut right now.
Perry
wherever you
Cunut.
are.
Oh, Perry. Poor Perry.
Man, Perry, we feel for you.
We do.
Man. What a great game. Just a great finish overall. Hats off to Houston Guy and the Wall Hawks. Phenomenal season. Man, I think for them to even be in that position, I think you got to give them kudos for it because it was just so. I think they were written off, and Trammell even, in a sense, said, you know, I might write him off just a touch.
All right, so here we go. We're gonna go ahead and check this out. I had Bushland winning at +6. Oh, we can go to y'all guys or me.
We'll come back to this here.
Yeah, so I had Wall losing by -6. They did cover the spread. They did not end up losing by 6. They only lost by 1 point, unfortunately. But fortunately for Christian, he took the spread and it did not hit. So Manny won that one. That's another win for Manny here tonight.
Did not want to win that one. Did not want to win.
But Christian picked the over. The final score in that was 27-26. The over-under was 55, so that missed by 2 points.
Barely.
Unfortunately, Manny also took that one. He had the under. So, Manny is now 3-0 on these bets. We're going to have to keep it.
Kicking me when I'm down, Manny. Kicking me.
Believe me, Gabaldon, I did not want to win these in that way. I would have been content to walk away with my head down and giving you a Topo Chico at the end of the night. that's how the cookie crumbled, and not in the favor of how we envision this. But Trammell, how about one last look at the scoreboard, and then we'll kind of bring you over here, and then we can kind of say goodbye, and we'll all dry our tears around here. How about it, Trammell?
I'm down, man. So all night long, this live desk has been brought to you by Joe's Ice House. If you need a snack, if you need a drink, if you just need something on the go really quickly, pull up, pull out, really quick, drive through, in and out. Also, it's brought to you by Edgar Myers General Store, another great place to get your snacks around town, or just really anything you might need to get, especially this holiday season. If you're looking for mom or aunt or dad or something, a little something nice, just go down there to Edgar Myers. They're going to hook you up. But nonetheless, let's go ahead. We're going to get it going here. This is the Trammell live desk, the Joe's Ice House live desk. We're bringing you San Angelo Live scores from the San Angelo Live scores page, sanangelolive.com/scores. Brought to you by Deersky & Deersky Realtors, the real estate professionals of Texas. There's me. There's the video. You can find it. You can find so much more on this. Here we go. Midland Lee, 63-40. I had Midland Lee winning by 20. Who took that one? That's right. That was Manny took the under. He lost that one. Christian actually took his first dub on that one. Christian took the over. That also hit, so Christian got his comeback win on that one. Bushland Wall, we talked about this one. Bushland 28, Wall 27. That was in double overtime. Barely sneaked by that one. Odessa Permian and Mojo gave Central their first district loss tonight, 58-38. That one's final. Falls Granger City, 39-16. That one's final. East El Paso Eastwood put it on El Paso Coronado, 57-7. That's final. Eastland against Bells, 49-14. Eastland. Mason versus Kennedy. Mason 41-18. Kennedy. Mason's going to continue their playoff streak here. Snook against Yorktown. Snook 52. Yorktown 23. Iowa Park, Lubbock Estacado. Iowa Park 42. Lubbock Estacado 21. Malakoff versus Pottsboro, 52-0. Malakoff. San Saba Panhandle. Panhandle 49. San Saba 35. Strawn Throckmorton, Strawn 44, Throckmorton 24. Euless Trinity beat Weatherford 52-7. Wellington beat Week 34-28. Lubbock Cooper beat Abilene Wiley 21-15. Bruni beat Christova beat Bruni 72-30. South Lake Carroll beat Northwest Eaton 45-30. Lovelady versus Mart. Mart won 48-12. Stratford versus Smyre 53-18. Post and Anson, Post 61, Anson 6. Oldsby 38, Richland Springs 70. Groom versus Klondike. Groom 62, Klondike 50. Water Valley lost to Lakey tonight, but it was a good fought for the Wildcats out there as their season ends 64-46. Grandview beat Tatum 49-23. Haltom beat Signal Boswell 35-31. Abilene beat Odessa 29-7. We look back over here. Let's see, who had it? Manny had the under at 34, and Christian took the spread. So 34 definitely hit. Manny took that one, but the spread at Abilene winning by 27. Only lost because Odessa scored in the last minutes of that game. So, Christian, you're down by 1 point here. Blum, St. Joe. Blum 56, St. Joe 28. Perryton versus Graham 49-7. Graham. Sweetwater lost tonight at 37-22. Pilot Point beat Shallwater 48-26. We look back here. Manny, you took Pilot Point losing by 8.
No, I took them as the underdog.
Oh, yeah. You took them. They covered the spread at 1. So you definitely got that one. And the over in that one, you took the over at 40. That blew it out of the water. 6-3, Manny's winning. Spearman Ballinger, 35-7. Spearman took that one. That was also a game we had on the watch here. For that one, Christian took the spread. The spread did not hit. And Christian also took the over, which was at 43.5. Final score, 35-7. That would be 42 points. That also did not hit.
Dang it.
So, Denton Geyer, they came back and won tonight against McKinney Boyd, 33-21. Remember, they were down 21-3.
Wow, that's a fantastic finish.
Mount Vernon against West. Mount Vernon 24, West 21. McCamey beat Wheeler 34-31. Hamlin Petrolia 48-14. Hamlin. Knox City versus Happy. Happy won 60-42. Follette beat Anton by 1 point, 44-43.
Man.
Look at this one. Oh my goodness. Sterling City won tonight 100-88.
Goodness.
Some spread.
Oh, my
Who would have had the over-under on that sucker? All right.
188.
Gilmer, Union Hill 76, Abbott 42. Dalhart, Jim Ned 31, Dalhart 14. Winthrop beat Archer City 42-7. Canadian beat Bangs 56-13. Cisco beat Olton 46-15. Montley County beat Blackwell 64-16. Ladonia Faneto beat Gordon 60-40. Garden City lost against Westbrook 46-0. May beat Jonesboro 62-16. Spring Lake Earth lost to Borden County 71-16. Holly beat Sundown 34-20. Albany beat Rawls 56-22. Munster beat Quanah 50-22. Vega beat Movena 35-10. Farrer lost to Shiner 72-6. Cherokee lost to Calvert 69-44. Balmorhea beat Jayton 90-46. And then all these scores plus a whole lot more can be found on San Angelo Live /scores. So Joe's Ice House sponsoring all this. Eggemeyer's General Score, Deersky and Deersky Realtors. I mean, we got all the sponsorships right here for the Scores Desk, so you might as well check it all out. But enough with me. Let's go to you guys at the desk featuring the man, Ryan Chadwick.
Yeah, the man, the myth, the resident Bobcat connoisseur.
What's up,
Mr.
guys?
Ryan Chadwick. This was a tough night for you. This is a tough night just for the city of San Angelo. For years covering sports, certainly my time down in San Antonio with WAI, when the Spurs would lose, it was felt all over the city. I'm sure this one is being felt as we speak.
It's never fun losing to Odessa Permian, and especially when they lost the way they did tonight. It's just,
just gather yourself. Yeah. Well, eventually, maybe the sun will come up tomorrow.
Right.
You'll have to pick yourself off the pavement there. But man, it seems Permian. They had a few more of those big plays. I mean, it wasn't. It's not. I don't think if you replay this game, it maybe come out differently. But
if you replay this game another 5 times, I guarantee you Central wins at least 3 of them. Like, they had the opportunity to be up by 21 points in the first quarter. Mm-hmm. The 4 turnovers in the first half sunk the Bobcats tonight. The failed 4th down conversion right at the end of the half, followed by the Permian score, and then the Bobcat turnover and another Permian score. Basically points off of takeaways and failing to punch the ball into the end zone. Basically, could have been a 31-0 or a 28-6 game,
right?
17 at the half. That's what's so frustrating about this loss.
Definitely.
Do you think as they head into the regular season, the district finale with Midland Lee next week in Midland, Black Friday, 2:00 kickoff, Grande Communication Stadium. Let's hype up this game even more. Do you think that takes away a little bit from that game because of the loss to Permian? Now that this outright district title is no longer up for grabs.
I think that the Bobcats just consider themselves lucky that they even still have a shot at it. Mm-hmm. So, I'm not going to say it takes away from the fact that, of course, they'd like to have it outright, but that's obviously not going to happen. But they could still keep Midland Lee from getting any of it. So, they still got that going for them. So, sharing anything with Odessa Permian is not ideal. But,
it's terrible.
But after tonight...
Well, wouldn't it be a 3-way tie because Permian beat Midland Lee, if we beat Midland Lee, and then Permian beat us, it'd be a 3-way tie, right?
No, because Permian lost to Abilene High somehow.
Right.
But they only have one district loss, though, right?
Yeah. So if Midland Lee, who lost to Permian, also loses to San Angelo Central, then they don't.
They would have 2 losses. Yeah. Okay, right. Yeah.
So this thing. I mean, it'd be a split next week for Central.
So basically, next week, if Central wins, they're district champs. If they lose, they don't get anything. They get second or third place. It's just they needed to.
They're still clinching a playoff spot. We know that's for certain. But at this point, I mean, it's all about seeding. You know how we talked about with Lakeview and then the four teams in the district, yada yada. But this is very crucial because you don't want to run into a buzzsaw that is, a South Lake Carroll or any of these big time Metroplex programs. The only time you want to get to them is when you get to that 3rd round when it's truly meaningful.
The quarterfinals.
We don't want to be bouncing around round number 2. So, man, okay. So how are you feeling? How is Ryan Chadwick going to take this loss?
I'm more frustrated than anything because the Bobcats honestly should not have lost this game. Like, Permian's offensive line is huge, and they are good. Mm-hmm. And the way they run the triple option, like, we knew that the Bobcats were going to be tired in the second half. We knew they were going to score the majority of their points in the second half. Like, they held the Panthers to 13 yards in the first quarter. Like, the Bobcats, like, were all over them early. Malachi was accurate until he wasn't. And, like, the fumble inside the 5 and the pick in the end zone, that's completely inexcusable by the Bobcats offense. Because, like I said, they spotted Permian 14 points right there. Yeah. So, like I said, at halftime, instead of it being 17-17, it should have been, 28 to, 28-6, Like, and with that much of a cushion, the game wouldn't have turned out like it was. Yeah.
It's like you got to stop beating yourself in the head.
And I will say the second half score is inflated. The Cats were in desperation mode all of the fourth quarter. Permian was in prevent, and the pick at the end of the game that led to the 58th point or whatever, you can pretty much chalk that up to garbage time. So, but like, it looks a lot worse than it actually was. But man, did the Bobcats forget how to tackle in the second half too?
Yeah, you can tell.
That's very.
I do have a question. Was there anything positive that you saw from it?
Jalen Leifeste had the best game of his career tonight.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have the exact numbers, but he might have broken a school record for receiving yards.
Wow, we've had a lot of good receivers. We got one of them right here.
He probably broke the receptions record too from how many
I
receptions he had.
And if it's still accurate, I need to look this up. But shout out to my boy Mark Campos. I played with him. He's the one who still had the record. I think it was like 234. I think that was the record in a game. So Jalen might have beaten that tonight.
Man, that's impressive. Certainly, Jalen. He came out. His coming out party was last season. Did a lot of good things last year. Mm-hmm. With guys like yourself and Tanner Dabbert who took the lead in that receiving core, and this year kind of just really blown up.
Mm-hmm. So
absolutely. Well, Chadwick, man. Well, the sun will come up tomorrow. We'll go ahead and plan on that.
It will, but you still don't like losing to Mojo.
Yeah, well, at least the Bobcats are heading to the playoffs. They've clinched a playoff spot. They did that. They get in the win against Midland High. And next week, Midland Lee, that team it's a winnable game.
Yes, they're good, but they're not.
It's not out of the realm.
They're not unbeatable.
Yeah.
I mean, they gave up 40 to Midland High tonight.
Yeah, Midland High gave them room for their money for sure.
So it'll be a good game. You'll be out there next Friday at Grande Communications Stadium.
I will be there.
We'll have the goods for you next week right here on StAngelLive.com. But man, Trammell, we'll get your thoughts on this one as we wave goodbye to Mr. Ryan Chadwick. Well, first and foremost, Chadwick, we appreciate your time. You can look out for his write-up following the show tonight. In fact, I'm assuming it's probably about to go up, or are you close to that?
I'm in the final editing stages.
Okay. Yeah, he'll take his time on that one there. Central lost. I'm done. Okay. So Ryan Chadwick, you can look out for his write-up on StAngelLive.com. It's always a pleasure getting your 2 cents on things. I think you're probably the most accurate guy here in town that talks about anything Central. So,
well, I have fun doing it. So
yeah, that's for sure. So Ryan Chadwick, you can check out his write-up on StAngelLive.com. Thank you, sir, for joining us.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Trammell.
All right, so my final thoughts for the night. Was I right the whole season? No. But was I right about one thing this whole season? And sorry, this may be too soon, but maybe the Wallhawks have been frauds this whole time.
Oh man.
Maybe they could not handle
tonight,
maybe they could not handle the pass. But you know what? I'll give them a ton of props. They're a young football team. They went through a lot of adversity. They had to switch quarterbacks late week 10 of the season. So for them to even go 2 rounds, hey, all props to the Wallhawks defense. Good job. Heck of a season. Proud to be a Wallhawk fan. Also, shout out to the El Dorado Eagles. Sucks that COVID happens, but you know what? This is an unpredictable season. It's an unpredictable time that you're in. So at least you made it to the playoffs, had a good season. So congrats to the Eagles and congrats to the Cougs. They made some playoff history. So that's my final thoughts. Real final thoughts. Wallhawks, frauds.
God. I'm not even going to entertain that, Trammell. That's you are the true Charles Barkley, Shaquille O'Neal of our show. That kind of just tells it like it is, but we'll let you tell it. My goodness, this has been just an insane night. Where do we begin?
I don't even know. Just trying to keep my chin up for tonight, for Wall and Central. You know, I don't. Obviously, it's first Central, but that sucks for the Wallhawks to especially lose. In that manner. I mean, I can't imagine.
It sure does. But some teams that we have to look forward to next week. My hometown Cristobal Cougars.
That is true.
And those Sterling City Eagles. 100-88 winners tonight.
Hey, so that score, remember earlier in the season they set the record. It was that Lakey score. It was 98-97.
It was ranking in Lakey, yes.
It is 188 not more than that?
I want to
What's
say
98 plus 97? Don't trust my COVID math here. But 98 plus 97 is 195. Just kidding. But that's close. That was really close.
They're very close to that.
Yeah, almost records.
Yeah. So Sterling City certainly checked in as they are what they are, who we thought they are.
Big bad Eagles.
Yeah.
We can finish with a Brent Davis interview if y'all want to close out with that.
If we have it, we'll take it. If we have it, Trammell will effort that for us tonight before we say goodbye. But man, final thoughts of the night from you, Christian.
You know, obviously a tough night, but like you said, chin up for the Eagles, or not the Eagles, Cristobal Cougars and Sterling City Eagles. My leg was shaking the whole time, and not because of Central, but more because of Wall in that Wall and Bushland game. I mean, that thing was crazy.
To my computer, yeah.
So, I mean, it was nuts. Yeah, it was bonkers. But, I mean, needless to say, Central going to another week. It's still district finale. You still have a shot at that gold ball. And another week of playoffs for the lower division. So I'm excited.
Yeah. You know, and I think I think Mason was probably still in that as they head into Thanksgiving weekend. And, you know, for them, this is a team that didn't even really expect to be as good this season just because of a lot of the youth on their team. But the fact that they were still hanging around this time of the year, I mean, it says quite a bit.
For sure.
So, Trammell, we also seeing some sound from Houston Guy. I will send that your way as well.
Here's Coach Davis.
Okay.
Do we have sound in that?
And they made some adjustments in the second quarter.
Yeah, they made a couple, but they just wore us down too. The offensive line's just good. They're big. You got after us, and you could just see as the game went on, they were wearing on us. You know, just their size and their offense they run, and you got to be able to handle it. We didn't handle it very good, especially in the second half.
Yeah, you said coming into the game, I think you thought maybe this offensive line is about as good as it is you faced all year. Now you're really convinced.
Yeah, I am. You can tell on film. I mean, they got a great football team. And, we knew it was going to be one of those games that was going to be back and forth, and we couldn't turn the ball over. You know, all we did was turn the dang ball over all night long. You're not going to beat it.
Right, Coach. And really hard. I mean, the loss overshadowed a great performance receiving-wise by Jalen Lafayette.
Yeah, he had a great game. We just, you know, we were a little off, man. We were just a little off. Overthrowing balls, underthrowing balls, and this team like this was just a little off. But you know, we hung in there and we played hard. We finished. We just came up a little short.
What did you say to your guys after the game, preparing for next week?
Well, I mean, we're still in it. We've only got one loss, one district loss. and they got one district loss. And we beat Lee next week, we're still tied for the district championship. Now they obviously beat us, and whenever you have both have one loss and the other team beats you, yeah, they deserve it. But we got a chance to get a piece of it, and that's what we're going to play for next week.
Right, Coach, and obviously not an easy team to be going up against next week in Lee.
No, they're all good, man. This district,
especially in third place.
Yeah. I mean, it'll be a big challenge for us. They're a good football team. This Permian beat them. It's the only loss they got, and
like 55-44.
Yeah, it was very similar, and we just got to show up next week, with a plan and be ready to go. And like I told our players, we got all of our goals are still in front of us, so let's just go back to work.
All right, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, man.
Well, that is just you always got to appreciate Britt Davis. Don't it like it is.
Exactly.
That's such a tough pill to swallow. I think Chadwick said it best. Putting yourself behind the 8 ball in a lot of different things in the evening and the night. And so I think that's probably what was most challenging about how this
Definitely, yeah.
All right, we do have one more post-game interview to go to. This is with Wall Hawks head coach Houston Guy following the Hawks' double overtime loss to Bushland in Snyder. We'll let Trammell take this one away.
All right, Coach Houston Guy, the Wall Hawks. This is a tough one, man.
This is in all my 28 years of coaching. This has been one of the hardest ones.
Yeah. I mean, Bushland's a good team. They're no pushover.
They are. You lose it in double overtime. Like we did. That's one of those. Our kids fought hard. We thought we had them there a couple of times, and they kept fighting. They got a great program. They got a rich tradition of strong football. And when two programs come together like this, you're gonna have a great ball game, and that's what we had. And we knew coming in there, it was gonna be pretty tough. But I thought our kids played lights out, entire night. Hats off to our kids. They fought and keep battling, and we just came up short in the end.
How proud are you of your kids right now?
Oh, I'm extremely proud. I've been proud of these kids all year long. We played a schedule that most 4A, 5A teams played when we played, and they didn't back down. They rose to the challenge. They battled each week. They didn't make excuses. They came to work. They grinded it out. We've had a great year, a lot of fun. There's lots of memories to be made with these guys, and they'll look back and they'll remember the good times, and they'll remember the sad losses. But those will be cherished memories that'll last a lifetime.
All right, Wall head coach Houston Guy following just a tough loss as well, man. Double overtime. It's such a bizarre game how that happened, but I think that the tail of the tape, how they were able to stay in it, defense.
And I think it's a direct representation of their season too. I think the adversity they faced all year really showed in this game, and they really just pushed it to the limit. Yeah. And when a lot of people didn't think they would, went their backs against the wall.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So a very tough finish for two of San Angelo's best teams, the Wall Hawks and the Central Bobcats. The Wall Hawks season is officially over. They now will wrap up their season, head to the basketball court, the hardwood. We still have a few teams left, so we'll look forward to them next week. Round number 3, Black Friday, as we say. All right, Christian, one last final thing of the night.
Looking forward to next week. Grande Communications, 3 o'clock?
2 o'clock.
2 o'clock kickoff. I'm ready, baby. Let's go.
All right.
We're gonna have a live show on Friday about 2 o'clock, huh?
Yeah, I think
a little Black Friday magic, get everybody the Central game hot and live while it's on, huh?
Yeah. So certainly, final thoughts tonight, Matt Trammell.
Final thoughts of the night. Manny won the Trammell live betting desk tonight, so Manny gets the Topo Chico of the night. Nonetheless, though, got a lot of wins, got a lot of losses. I'm just ready to see a little district championship play next week.
And and we will get that from the Central Bobcats next week. Thank you, Matt Trammell. We appreciate all your help tonight. Big thanks to Brent Belinka, who was our boots on the ground at San Angelo Stadium with San Angelo Central and Odessa Permian. James Bellini out in Snyder, Texas, bringing us all the action between Wall and Bushland. Big thanks to our scorekeepers of the night, Sonia Ramirez-Munoz and Yanis Green. Ryan Chadwick, you can catch his write-up on the Central Bobcats on SanAngeloLive.com. Of course, our publisher, Joe Hyde, for directing us all throughout the night as far as social media goes and anything and everything on our website.
Nevada community!
And then, of course, hey, his Nevada community Braves. But I think Nevada community, so they are going up against the defending Class 4A Division II state champion, Pleasant Grove.
Upset of the year? Yeah. It's 2020. Who knows?
2020 Nevada community with the upset.
You know what? I wouldn't rule them out. Would not rule them out. So Joe Hyde's Nevada Community Braves, he has no tie to them, but he has just absorbed them as his hometown team. So there we go. Well, it's been fun. It's been real for all the folks who had helped out tonight. Man, it has been a great, and thank you all so much for tuning in for COVER1 Live here on SanAngeloLive.com. For all of our great crew, I'm Manny Diaz.
Christian Gabaldon.
And
Matt Trammell's over here.
Yes, sir. All right, for all the fine folks, good night. God bless. Well, before we say that, I always do this every week. We always got to get the out first. I'm never prepared for the out because I just don't want this show to end. But for all the fine folks helping out tonight, good night. God bless. We will see you in week number 14. When does this end? Let's go!